Ashok Gehlot has not done so badly. But everyone, the Sangathan is working for the BJP very smoothly, and I've just written a very detailed account of that. But had Vasundhara been a CM face, they would have done better.
Okay, we have the Telangana Congress chief joining us. My question to you, the Congress looks absolutely poised for a good victory in Telangana as the numbers stand right now, 65. Not clearly somewhere near the 80s that one would have thought when Mr. Revanth Reddy said that to me in his interview just about 36 hours ago. Do you think these numbers are going to change substantially? And do you think we're looking at Revanth Reddy as the next Chief Minister of Telangana? Can you hear me, sir? Well, I don't know if we are through. GVL Narasimha Rao, Rajasthan is the conundrum for the BJP. Slender as of now, 100 and, okay, it's just moved up to 110. Do you think somewhere or the other, the Vasundhara Raje factor, putting you a little challenge there?
Navika, I think with a nearly 30-seat lead that you are showing now, I think it's an unassailable lead, and we have a very comfortable number. We hope to cross certainly 120, 125 as results begin to emerge. But I think across the states, I don't want to see only in the context of one state. Look at the victory in Madhya Pradesh. Look at our contest in Chhattisgarh, where everyone gave a runaway victory to the Congress party. In Chhattisgarh also we are neck and neck with the Congress party. So there clearly is a nationwide message, particularly in the Hindi belt, that the BJP is on a roll. Jai Ho Modi is clearly the signal, because these are the states where we had a very negative verdict in 2018, and despite that we won a massive mandate in 2019.
So do you have Udayanidhi Stalin to thank for it?
No, I don't think he's a factor. But for us, that's I don't see that as an electoral issue in these elections at all. But certainly, it's an issue that BJP will confront. Statements like what he made against Sanatana Dharma.
Mr. Sujat Ali Khan of the Congress, he's the chief of the Congress in Telangana, is also here with us. Who will take the credit? Revanth Reddy, Uttam Reddy, or Rahul Gandhi for the seats that you are showing so far? Khan Saab.
Entire Congress party led by Mr. Kharge, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. The credit goes to all the workers of the Congress party. It is not the question of giving credit to individuals.
So let me ask you, Mr. Sujat Ali Khan, there are buses that have been made ready with trackers in them, with beds in them. Where are you taking all your MLAs for a chutti?
See, this is a strategy. If we are disclosing what is the use of having the strategy, it cannot be disclosed on TV.
You know, the interesting thing is that Mrs. Sonia Gandhi had said it is her dream. What would you say to the Congress workers, and more specifically about Sonia Ji's appeal when she said, it's my dream that we see a Congress government in Telangana?
Yes, the dream is for the welfare of the people with freedom. In this, BSR rule, there was no freedom to the people. They were not able to meet the leader. They were not able to get their work done in their respective areas. So now the people will easily go to the state government to solve their issues. We will generate employment, and we will implement all the 6 guarantees in its totality.
Okay.
All right, stay with us.
That is our
Mahesh
dream.
Rigala of the BRS also joining this broadcast. And Mahesh Rigala ji, the BRS crashing out badly at this moment to the Congress party. Would you want to congratulate Shujat Ali Khan of the Congress party, who's on the show with us tonight?
It's too early even to comment on any of these early polls. See, BRS, if you look at, like, you are showing 41-65 to Congress, but, various other channels like BRS has 50 plus and several others showing Congress about 60. The gap is very, very narrow, and early voting, like mostly you look at the postal ballots, usually they're anti-government, and that's where the Congress is leading. And it's some of the other constituencies and all, they have done with only 2 or 3, 4 rounds. But in most of the constituencies, anywhere between 18 to 21 rounds. And in the state of Telangana, we have the fight neck and neck, at least 20
So I
and
want to ask you, Mr. KTR tweeted today a picture of him loading bullets into a gun for a hat trick. A bullet inside yet, has it gone inside the gun, or is it still waiting to be loaded?
It is already loaded and ready to be fired. You will see after 5, I will come back onto the debate again, because more than 20 seats, they're within the margin of about 1,000 to 2,000.
But
So
Mr. Bigala, your chief minister is trailing both his seats right now, Kamareddy and Gajwel. Surely there has to be some message over there for the CM, the sitting CM, to be trailing.
Okay, so I will come back to that. I will 100%, I'm confident in Gajwel. He's going to lead with definitely more than 25,000 margin in the Gajwel. When it comes to the Kamareddy, he is going to win with the slight margin, but the BJP is going to be the second, and Revanth Reddy is going to lose miserably.
Brave last words. Revanth Reddy, in fact, in his interview to me, said he had come out to do shikar in Kamareddy. Who's going to do whose shikar?
So it's a bullet is loaded already. I told you, the Revanth Reddy will be shikar of KTR and
Mr.
KCR.
Khan, would you like to respond?
He will be fired.
Would you like to respond? Shikar is being done, says the BRS.
See, the situation is almost clear. We are going to form the government. In political, narrative, people will talk against each other, but I will not talk against each other. I just to tell you that we are going to form the government with comfortable majority.
Okay, it's very interesting that Mr. Bigala said BJP is going to be in second place. Remember what the Congress said? BJP ke do yaar, Owaisi or KCR, Mr. Bigala.
Then I'm talking about specific to the Kamareddy. Yes, KCR is going to be number 1. And you mark my word, BJP is going to be number 2 and Revanth Reddy is going to be number 3.
All right, but Adil Hassan of the AIMIM also joining the broadcast. Right now, you are at 3 out of the 9 seats you are leading. Bad news, all the Muslim votes going to the Congress party, Adil Hassan sahab?
Sir, on it. No, ma'am, we are leading in all the seats. We are leading in Charminar, Chaniyan Gutta, Yakutpura, Bahadurpura. There may be, in updating Election Commission website, there may be some delay, but we are leading in all the MIM seats. And inshallah we will retain all our seats.
आपको दिखा दें वैसे कि हमारे जो अभी सीटें दिखाई दे रही हैं तेलंगाना की है, हम उसको डीप डाइव भी करेंगे जय और माधव के साथ, पर एआईएमआईएम फिलहाल तो आदिल साहब 3 पे दिखाई दे रही है. कांग्रेस 67, बीआरएस 39, बीजेपी हैज ऑलरेडी रीच 9. So it could go up 1. Mind you, this is BJP plus. So it will be interesting to see whether there is any Janasena included in this as well. So 9 is BJP plus. AIMIM right now is only at 3 and Congress plus, which basically is Congress and 1 seat of CPI. We've written it as Congress plus. And BRS is at 39. So 67 at least as of right now. Madhav, it's a clear lead. What's the story?
Why this AIMIM number is at 3 is very interesting, because while he was talking about the Election Commission updates, look at the small splashes of saffron over here, and this is Hyderabad that earlier, in fact, Jay was talking about.
Absolutely,
look at the
just
lead. This is Megharani Agarwal versus Mumtaz Ahmad Khan of the AIMIM. So BJP leading over the MIM in that seat of Charminar. There are 2 other similar seats of Bahadurpura, where Y. Naresh of the BJP is leading against Moed Moazzam Khan again of the MIM. So what's interesting is on several of the MIM strongholds, we have BJPs leading.
I'll break this down. So what has perhaps happened is, the fact that the story which he said, the narrative that, you know, the AIMM and the BRS, and the BRS is friendly to both of them, has perhaps for the first time taken some minority voters away from the BRS to the Congress, and that vote split is getting the BJP to win. It's a very, and you know what, I mean, Navika and
Interesting point you make there, and that really will be something. That model will be something regional parties will be studying very closely. I have to go across to Mohit because information from BJP headquarters coming in. But let me tell you, we are calling out the elections in Telangana in favor of the Congress. We're calling out Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh in favor of the BJP. BJP has a more slender majority in Rajasthan than in Madhya Pradesh. So a completely new story that is happening in Madhya Pradesh is something we'd like to underline here. Chhattisgarh close to call, 45, 44, 44, 45. That's the way it's going, and
it's very clear DMs have malfunctioned.
Why he's wearing black shirt? Black shirt
you had a bet with me, 130 seats in Madhya Pradesh.
I lost the bet. I accepted.
So chai pe chacha.
Coffee or chai?
Chai pe chacha with.
But I think before you go into a break, Congress should now realize one thing, that
Just
why is it that they are losing elections that they should have won? And I'm again repeating, the OBC factor was not an issue in Madhya Pradesh, where Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Babulal Gaur and Uma Bharti were chief ministers. So I think you have to understand this. Also, I think you have to understand why you're winning South India, not winning North India. So you have to make your strategy. You can't have one strategy that works everywhere.
And
it doesn't.
Sanatan and Udhaynidhi's challenge.
That
what do you say about that?
That has been such, and I spoke to you off camera about it. That has been in a state like Madhya Pradesh, prior to Madhya Pradesh, not just Stalin, Congress leaders talking about eliminating. You have to think. If you don't think, you have to be a team player. If you don't think about your teammate, how is it there? And I'm going to ask you. Well, no, let me make serious. Let me make a serious point. Today, this defeat has happened. Now, let me ask you: will Ashok Gehlot ji take responsibility? It's a question, and I love the Congress. I'm going to ask this because if you don't take
responsibility, besides the point, I'm coming to you, Rajagopalan ji, but news coming in from Mohit Bhatt, who's at the BJP headquarters. Mohit, over to you. What are you hearing? Are there celebrations, laddus, apart from halwa and puri that was already there in the morning?
But as of now, BJP is very cautious. They are cautiously looking at the trends, and they do not want what happened during the Bihar elections earlier. That should repeat, that the BJP celebrated early, and then we saw that firecrackers were being burst, and the numbers did not go in BJP's favor. And BJP is being very cautious. What we are being told is that around 3 to 4, when the trends will be clear, lead will be clear, there will be a celebration over here at the BJP headquarters. Now, one thing is very important. A person came in dressed as Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He was wearing a face mask, was Prime Minister Modi, but the BJP workers, the leaders over here clearly told him not to come here, not to celebrate, because BJP is, again, I'll repeat, is very, very cautious, and hence what we are being told is that around 3 to 4, the celebrations will take place at the BJP headquarters. The workers will come. And
stopping you for a minute, Gajendra Singh Shekhawat speaking on the Rajasthan results. Listen in.
मध्य प्रदेश में भी आगे चल रहे हैं।
मध्य प्रदेश में भारतीय जनता पार्टी प्रचंड बहुमत के साथ में 2/3 बहुमत के साथ सरकार में आएगी, ये हमने कहा था, और छत्तीसगढ़ में भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी सरकार बनाएगी। आप देखते रहिए।
सर, जिस तरीके से बात करें करप्शन और महिलाओं के खिलाफ जो तरीके से लगातार यहाँ पे क्राइम थे, लगता है वो सब जो है जनता,
देखिए, राजस्थान की जनता ने ये चुनाव मुखर होकर के कांग्रेस पार्टी को सत्ता से निकाल करके फेंकने के लिए लड़ा था। तमाम तरह के प्रलोभन दिए गए, झांसे दिए गए, लेकिन राजस्थान की जनता स्वाभिमानी जनता है, और उन्होंने ये मानस बना लिया था, तय कर लिया था कि महिलाओं का सम्मान की रक्षा न करने पाने वाली इस भ्रष्टाचारी सरकार को हम किसी भी तरह से बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगे। तमाम दावे खोखले साबित हुए, तमाम वादे खोखले साबित हुए, और ये आधारविहीन वादों वाली सरकार को जनता ने नकार दिया।
लगता है कि गहलोत साहब की जो गारंटियां थी वो
Shekhawat is speaking. We have got the celebrations beginning in Rajasthan BJP, but I think the big news coming in right now, Navika,
is the Chhattisgarh cover. 6 ministers and the Chief Minister Baghela trailing there, and Mahadev ने क्या कर दिया?
आशुतोष को जवाब देना पड़ेगा अभी। आशुतोष को जवाब देना पड़ेगा।
आशुतोष
was misleading the voters. Ashutosh did a wrong thing on Congress.
If this number...
Ashutosh exposed Congress. He should be answerable now.
Okay, let him wear his mic.
He did a great amount of bakwas in the studio.
Okay. Let's not go there. Okay, let's not. No, Ashutosh, 1 minute. No. 1 minute.
You cannot be doing that. You cannot be doing that. Every time you have been saying Congress speak. What is that?
No, this is not okay.
You are doing it.
Mr. Rajagopalan, please calm down.
You are doing
You are respected and he is a respected man. 1 minute. No. It's all right. It's all right, Mr. Rajagopalan. Just calm down.
What was he doing?
Okay, that's all right. He's free to do whatever he wants to do, and you're free to do.
He must expose that.
No,
he must expose that.
1 minute.
He must expose that.
Mr. Rajagopalan. Mr. Rajagopalan, calm down. This is not correct. And Ashutosh, let's get back to the political question and the analysis. That's what we journalists are all about. And let's keep even keel here. Want to ask you, how do you read the results at this moment? Yeah.
Please, sir. Can I get you water?
See, I think Chhattisgarh, Telangana, Congress is winning. Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, BJP is ahead. BJP is winning. There's no doubt about it. Madhya Pradesh, Congress has royally messed up. This was an election. They should win. 2 months back, everybody was saying that. In fact, all the your exit poll was still opinion poll, very close and ahead.
Yeah.
Your opinion poll has been consistently saying that. If this is how the Kamal Nath has managed election in Madhya Pradesh, then Congress High Command should think about it. But I am very sure about Chhattisgarh and Telangana. Congress will smoothly.
If it is 2 each, 2 states to the BJP and 2 states to the Congress party, then what would you say about anti-incumbency, not just of the leaders within the states, but the Prime Minister who's been at the helm for 10 years now? What do you say about how you see this moving forward to 2024?
See, 2024, Mr. Modi will be the X factor. There's no doubt about it. So whether this election goes 4-0 to the Congress, it will not make any difference for 2024. I think 2024, if opposition can get together, can have a 1-to-1 contest more than 400 seats, then they can think about some fight.
Okay, I just want to focus a little bit on the big seats. Just a second. I want to get the seats. It is important to put out.
Sorry for my outburst.
Okay,
but
thank you.
At least because of my outburst, Ashutosh changed his view.
Okay, he did. Thank you very much. Let's leave that behind.
I don't respect it.
Otherwise, I'm sorry. I told you I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go back.
All right, that's not important. Mr. Rajagopalan, no, this is not. I'm sorry, this is not about journalists and their differences here. This is about the results, and we'll stick to the results.
Okay, now I'm going to come back. Now I'm going to come back.
To the results.
I'm going to come back to the seats. Hold on a second. The seats, and let's put that big breaking news out there. Which are the seats where the Congress is trailing the big seats? सातों विधानसभा सीट पर भाजपा ने बढ़ाई बनत. आरंग में मंत्री शिव डहरिया पिछड़े. Then Abhanpur, BJP is leading in Dhasio, in Arang, in Raipur Rural, Raipur West, Raipur Dakshin, Raipur South, and Raipur Uttar, Raipur North.
The same thing comes in a beautiful perspective on our spectrum, the property spectrum. I'm loading it here on this flat video here. Now, Raipur City Gramin, right, where you said a minister is trading, Satyanarayan Sharma, right? It actually comes at the right end of our spectrum, right here, which is actually a Congress zone. The BJP is focused on that. The food supplies minister, Amarjit Bhagat, it's actually the #1 seat of the Congress, Sitapur. It's at the complete right end of the spectrum. The BJP has taken there. They've fielded Ram Kumar Topo, who's actually a former military man, to take on a minister. That strategy has worked. You again come to Lundra, where the Congress had a senior leader, Preetam Ram, contesting. It's taken by Prabodh Mins, the only Christian candidate of the BJP in the whole of Chhattisgarh. So ये पूरा focus strategy, minister को हटाने के लिए कुछ भी करके, या हो Christian हो, military man हो, that whole strategy has worked.
Well, let me go across to Ghanshyam Tiwari of the Samajwadi Party joining us on this broadcast. GVL Narasimha Rao continues to be with us. And Ghanshyam Tiwari, my question to you is, can we have Ghanshyam Tiwari on the screen, please? Ghanshyam Tiwari ji, the question here is, if it is 2 each, 2 to the Congress and 2 to the BJP, Do you think Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, the Congress losing it completely, has something to do with the fact that the Aam Aadmi Party and the Samajwadi Party have cut into the anti-BJP vote? And what are the lessons for 2024 then?
Good morning, Navika ji, to you, the fellow co-panelists, as well as the viewers. I think this looks like a massive victory for BJP in the Hindi heartland, clearly. And it's too early to predict the lessons for 2024. But if this continues this way, two things will happen. One is that Congress will not remain a leading player in the Hindi heartland as we run up to 2024. And two, in the South, BJP will remain absent in the narrative of South in 2024. So as a result, I've said this earlier on a debate also, that the Hindi heartland elections would be led by the regional parties, and the agenda of regional parties in Hindi heartland is going to be caste census as well as social justice. As far as Congress party is concerned, they must reflect on their arrogance in Madhya Pradesh that was displayed, and the ease with which they dismissed the partners of India alliance towards in the run-up to the state elections.
The knives are out. Tehseen Poonawalla, the knives are out. Have you got it in your stomach? Have you got it on the side? Liver gaya ke intestines?
They've been twisted, Navika. Knives are already in.
के liver क्या damage हुआ है?
जो लोगों का ना मध्य प्रदेश में कोई जनाधार है ना कोई बेस है, वो लोग आकर नेशनल टीवी पे उस पार्टी को कह रहे जिनको 80 और 90 सीट मिले. अब सोचिए इस बात को. No, but I agree basically with what Ghanshyam says, that it will be an election where the opposition will have to come together and get some things out. But I disagree with him. This again I'm saying very simplistic. OBC will be the narrative in Hindi heartland. It won't be the narrative. It's not the narrative in Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh. And you know that. And Rajagopalan ji, you know that certain things that I done.
So that's what he is indicating to me, that I should speak it out.
I'm not indicating.
I'm very grateful to you. I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Taseem. I'm grateful to you because you exposed this.
Okay, Rajasthan, the celebrations have already begun. Let's listen to a few of them. Are they premature? One never knows. Listen in.
पहुंचने वाले हैं और जैसे जैसे सीटें बढ़ रही हैं, बीजेपी राजस्थान के दफ्तर पर संख्या बढ़ रही है, नेताओं की भी और कार्यकर्ताओं की भी.
All right, so this is, I think, the BJP headquarters in Delhi where the celebrations are happening. In Jaipur, the celebrations are happening. It's swinging quite wildly, but Navika, it's interesting.
1 minute, please. Can we have silence in the studio,
please?
Since
the morning, the focus of the third front parties, as it were, or the other alliance partners have always been on, did the Congress damage us? Will the Congress eat humble pie? So there will be some trouble in heaven.
Heaven? Well, I don't know who is in heaven and who is in hell. I have no idea, Padmaja.
I mean the India
but
paradise.
I love the शैतानी से जो आपने ये कहा, वो heaven and hell ये solve करेंगे जब तक. Let me get in GVL Narasimha Rao. GVL Narasimha Rao, you've squarely won both Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. The jury is still out on Chhattisgarh, but it seems it's advantage Congress as of now. The fact is that in Madhya Pradesh, you won more strongly than you have in Rajasthan, when Rajasthan actually वो रोटी पलटती है हर 5 साल में. मध्य प्रदेश में आपको आसानी से मिल गया, लेकिन राजस्थान में जद्दोजहद जारी है. What is the message coming out for the BJP here?
No, Navika, message is where there is a double-engine sarkar, the winning margins are even bigger. Madhya Pradesh is a state where we are in power, where we have the benefits of Modi government being reaching out to the people in a larger measure. So certainly our victory margins are even bigger. So it's a double impact. It's a
you for a minute, Shivraj Singh Chauhan speaking. Has he declared victory?
MIC गैस के कारण, गैस के रिसाव के कारण हजारों भाई बहन, जिनमें हमारे छोटे छोटे बच्चे शामिल थे, उन्होंने अपनी जिंदगी खो दी, असमय काल के गाल में समा गए. भोपाल का वो दृश्य भूलता नहीं है जब सड़कों पर अपनी जान बचाने अपने बच्चों को लेकर भाई और बहन दौड़ रहे थे. और वो भयानक दृश्य ऐसा है कि कई मवेशी भैंसें ऐसी थी जिनके पेट फट गए थे। दौड़ते दौड़ते कई लोग गिरे और हमेशा के लिए दुनिया छोड़ के चले गए। मैं हम सब भाई बहनों के चरणों में श्रद्धा के सुमन अर्पित करता हूं, लेकिन इस संकल्प के साथ कि फिर कोई शहर भोपाल ना बने। ऐसी गैस ट्रेजेडी फिर ना दोहराई जाए, हमें सबको सोचना पड़ेगा।
In fact, he has just gone to visit the victims of the Bhopal gas tragedy, the activists, along with Jyotiraditya Scindia. So that is what he was referring to. Let's take a quick look at the numbers.
The story is becoming very clear. Congress
Wait, before we do that, I think
clearly bahar aa rahi hai.
Okay, just give me a second, Jay. I think we should take our viewers through the big numbers very quickly.
And then I'll give the breakup. What the story is.
Because again they are changing very, very quickly. Except Madhya Pradesh, where I think we have called the election and it is following up to that pattern. 230 out of 230 leads and trends, and the BJP is well past the halfway mark. They are at 144, a stupendous vote share as well in Madhya Pradesh. This was a wave that nobody was able to see. Congress is at 85. Samajwadi Party couldn't open its account. Others are at 1. Next, Chhattisgarh, let's take a look. The one state that is swinging wildly even now. Congress is at 52. The BJP is now at 38, which is funny because you've got many ministers in the Baghel cabinet who are trailing right now. The next state we are looking at is Rajasthan. And in Rajasthan, the Congress is at 72. The BJP again is in a comfortable lead here. They are past the halfway mark. Out of 199, they're 112. The others still remain very interesting. Others tally going up constantly at 12 right now. RLP is at 2, BSP at 1. And finally, let's take a look at Telangana, where again we have called it for the Congress and they are at a comfortable 70. Seems like Tehseen Poonawala's prediction of 72 might just be right. BRS is at 37. They are less than half. 2018, they were at a handsome 88, now reduced to less than half. The BJP again making gains. They are at 8 and the AIMM also reduced to 3. The others are at 1.
Well, we are being joined by Acharya Pramod Krishnam, senior Congress leader, and Acharya ji, प्रणाम, नमस्कार, क्या कहूं, भविष्यवाणी आप कर सकते हैं। ये बताइए कि कांग्रेस हार फिर से ले आई जीत के मुंह में से मध्य प्रदेश में, और राजस्थान में भी हारती हुई नजर आ रही है। जितना भी उत्साह था वो पीछे रह गया। तेलंगाना में जरूर जीत रही है। तो अगर बीजेपी राजस्थान मध्य प्रदेश दोनों जीत रही है, कांग्रेस तेलंगाना जीत रही है, छत्तीसगढ़ अभी आगे पीछे हो रहा है, आप मैसेज क्या समझेंगे इस पे से? उदयनिधि स्टालिन का योगदान रहा बीजेपी की तरफ?
देखिए नाविका जी, इस इलेक्शन के जो परिणाम आए हैं इनका बहुत दूरगामी असर होगा और ये बहुत सार गर्भित, मतलब इनमें बहुत सार छुपा हुआ है। मैं समझता हूँ भारत के जो भविष्य की राजनीति है इन परिणामों से प्रभावित होगी। मुझे लगता है कि हाँ, वैसे तो हमें उम्मीद थी कि हम छत्तीसगढ़ में जीत जाएंगे और हमें उम्मीद थी कि हम मध्य प्रदेश जीतेंगे, लेकिन परिणाम जो आ रहे हैं, रुझान जो आ रहे हैं वो उल्टा दिखाई दे रहे हैं। तो मुझे लगता है कि इसमें 2-3 चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हैं। पहली ये कि कांग्रेस पार्टी के कुछ नेताओं के जो सनातन विरोधी बयानात थे और सनातन विरोधी बयान देने वाले नेताओं का सपोर्ट करना, ये मुझे लगता है कि लोगों को अच्छा नहीं लगा। दूसरा, ये जातिवादी राजनीति, जो रोज जातिवाद की बातें हो रही थी, वो भी कुछ लोगों को अच्छा नहीं लगा। और सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि जो अगर कांग्रेस हारती है, अभी तो हमें इंतजार करना पड़ेगा, तो ये वामपंथ की हार होगी। और ये कांग्रेस पार्टी, जो पार्टी सर्वधर्म संभाव महात्मा गांधी के रास्ते पे चलने वाली पार्टी थी, और जो पार्टी महात्मा गांधी की सभाओं की शुरुआत हुआ करती थी, रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम, तो पार्टी जो है महात्मा गांधी के रास्ते से हटके मार्क्स के रास्ते पे ले जाना चाहते थे कुछ लोग, तो ये उनकी पराजय है। और शाम तक आते आते इस पर चिंतन मनन होगा। लेकिन फिलहाल जो रुझान नजर आ रहे हैं नाविका जी, तो उनसे मैं एक ही बात कहूंगा कि ये सनातन का विरोध जो है और
महंगा
ये
पड़ा। लेकिन आचार्य जी, इस पर मेरी एक अलग राय है, क्योंकि मध्य प्रदेश जहां कांग्रेस सबसे बुरी तरह से हार रही है और जहां उसका चांस था जीतने का, और 2 महीने पहले तक ऐसा लग रहा था आगे है, वहां तो कमलनाथ जी हिंदू धर्म, सॉफ्ट हिंदुत्व, बागेश्वर धाम और हनुमान जी और राम जी सबकी बातें कर रहे थे, तो वहां तो सनातन विरोध नहीं था। फिर भी कांग्रेस पार्टी बुरी तरह से मध्य प्रदेश में हार रही है, तो इसका कारण क्या सनातन के आगे है?
नाविका जी, मंदिर जाने से कोई हिंदू नहीं हो जाता और मस्जिद जाने से कोई मुसलमान नहीं हो जाता। आचरण और एक्ट जो है, फैसले, ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट रोल अदा करते हैं। तो जो राम को गाली दे रहे हैं, हम उनका समर्थन कर रहे हैं। जो सनातन को मिटाने की बात कर रहे हैं, हम उनका विरोध नहीं कर रहे हैं। कांग्रेस पार्टी के जो करोड़ों लोग हैं इस देश में, हिंदू भी हैं, मुसलमान भी हैं, वो सब ये मानते हैं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी ना लेफ्ट है ना राइट है। लेकिन ये दुर्भाग्य है हमारा, और भाग्य की विडंबना है कि हम लोग महात्मा गांधी की कांग्रेस को मार्क्स के रास्ते पे लेके चले जा रहे हैं। कुछ लोग चाहते हैं कि ये मार्क्सवादी का कांग्रेस बन जाए। तो प्रश्न ये पैदा होता है कि ये बहुत ही ज्यादा दुखद है और दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, लोकतंत्र के लिए भी अच्छा नहीं है। क्योंकि मध्य प्रदेश में जिस तरह से रिजल्ट रुझान आ रहे हैं, और छत्तीसगढ़ भी हमें खतरे में दिखाई दे रहा है, राजस्थान में जो हुआ, तो मुझे लगता है कि राजस्थान में जो हुआ वो तो सचिन पायलट के साथ जो नाइंसाफी हुई, जिस तरह द्रौपदी का चीरहरण हो रहा था और तमाम लोग खामोश बैठे थे, तो ये सारे कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर जो हैं, जब सचिन पायलट का वध किया जा रहा था, राजनीतिक वध किया जा रहा था, सचिन पायलट को मारा जा रहा था, तो सबके सब जो है चुप बैठे थे। तो उस पाप का प्रायश्चित तो करना पड़ेगा, फल भोगना पड़ेगा।
प्रायश्चित हो रहा है और जयमरुग कुछ रुझान और सीटें बता रहे हैं।
बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है, मध्य प्रदेश में एक्चुअली बीजेपी लिटरली, जो हम कहेंगे मध्य प्रदेश का दिल लेके गई है सेंटर में।
दो रीजंस हैं, they've really scored ahead of the Congress.
It's very interesting.
Baghelkhand, let's go to the first one. Baghelkhand, the numbers here, just look at the pie chart.
Now let's
42 versus 14.
14, right. So what's happening here is, if we just go back for a minute, we'll give the region summary. What's happening is very fascinating. You look at all the regions.
20 versus 5.
Chambal 16 to 18, 1:1 fight चल रहा है कांग्रेस बीजेपी। महाकौशल 1:1 fight, 21:19. Malwa 1:1 fight, 18 to 7. तो कांग्रेस हारी कहां? Where did the Congress actually get defeated? The answer is Nimad, which is okay, a fair deal of tribal sprinkling. Bhopal, BJP ahead substantially, expected it's urban, but the big contribution, Navika, और ये कांग्रेस की गलती है, the big contribution is from Baghelkhand, where it is 42 versus 14. ये बघेलखंड वही इलाका है जो उत्तर प्रदेश के बगल में है। अगर कांग्रेस एसपी या बीएसपी का स्टिच अप सही करती बघेलखंड, मे बी इट वाज इन अ पोजीशन टू मेक इट 110 इलेक्शन। ये कांग्रेस को गलती माननी चाहिए।
So SP is not one, but they damaged the Congress.
Absolutely.
Just a minute. We need to correct something. In the Chattisgarh Tally, there was a little error where it went to about 91. It's been corrected. It was a technical glitch. I just want to correct that for the viewers.
Top sources are telling us in Rajasthan, Navika, the fight in Rajasthan going neck and neck. 3 contenders, BJP, Congress and RLP also has started reaching out to companies who are operating helicopters. Resorts are getting a leg up. Helicopters are getting a leg up. They haven't specified the location to fly, but they are saying that these choppers will be crucial. We have Gajraj patched with us from the BJP office in Jaipur, where apparently the dholes are out. गजराज, पहले चॉपर का बताइए, चॉपर के क्या आज रेट हो गए हैं, कौन कौन टच में है, कहां जाने की प्लानिंग है? ओवर टू यू गजराज।
दुगने का अंतर ये आपने शशि जी, पुराने पत्रकार हैं
जी। आरएलपी से हनुमान बेनीवाल, कांग्रेस और बीजेपी तीनों ही जो पार्टियां हैं, ये अभी हेलीकॉप्टर्स के जो ऑपरेटर्स हैं उनके टच में हैं, और कहा ऐसा जा रहा है कि ये वो ऑपरेटर्स हैं जिनके चॉपर्स उत्तराखंड में देहरादून में जो रिलीज स्ट्रिप्स हैं उनमें काम आते हैं। लेकिन अब वहाँ की जगह, यहाँ का जो मौसम बदल रहा है राजस्थान का, आप देखेंगे यहाँ पे भी थोड़ी थोड़ी हल्की हल्की बारिश शुरू हो गई है। खुशी का जो माहौल है वो भाजपा में यहाँ देखने को साफ मिल रहा है। ढोल नगाड़ों के साथ में आप देख सकते हैं कैसे भाजपा के कार्यकर्ता, भाजपा के बड़े नेता सब यहाँ पहुंच चुके हैं। अभी हमने विजय घाट का जिससे बात करी, आपको लाइव फ्रेम दिखाया। खुशी जो है भाजपा के नेताओं में अभी से जो है दिखाई दे रही है। और यहाँ पे सेलिब्रेशन है। अभी हम कांग्रेस से आ रहे हैं, मैं आपका ध्यान आकर्षित करना चाहूंगा, कांग्रेस से आ रहे हैं और वहाँ बिल्कुल डेजर्टेड है, पूरा जो मामला है पूरा डेजर्टेड है। ये आप देख सकते हैं सेलिब्रेशन, रिजल्ट अभी बराबर है, नेक टू नेक चल रहा है, लेकिन भाजपा जो है वो पूरी कॉन्फिडेंट है कि वो यहाँ पे सरकार बनाने जा रही है। पर चॉपर्स को तो है संपर्क किया जा रहा है, बाय चांस अगर कुछ
सेलिब्रेशंस हैं, इट्स ऑल हैपनिंग इन राजस्थान, इन जयपुर, and joining the broadcast with Acharya Pramod Krishnam is Sudhanshu Trivedi, member of parliament and senior spokesperson of the BJP. आचार्य जी, सनातन कहीं ना कहीं आपकी चिंता में है, इसके अलावा आपको कहीं ना कहीं कोई डिस्कनेक्ट नहीं लगता है सेंट्रल कांग्रेस हाईकमांड और जो राज्यों में चल रहा है उसके बीच?
देखिए, ये तो पूरा जब रिजल्ट आ जाएगा, पूरे रुझान है, अभी पूरा रिजल्ट आ जाएगा, उसके बाद इसकी समीक्षा होगी। और कांग्रेस पार्टी जब हारती है तो हर बार समीक्षा करती है, एनालिसिस करती है। A.K. एंटोनी साहब ने एक रिपोर्ट दी थी कि कांग्रेस की छवि ऐसे देश में बनती जा रही है, हिंदू विरोधी छवि बनती जा रही है। तब से लेके आज तक उस पर कोई काम नहीं हुआ। वो रिपोर्ट पढ़ी गई, कई बार उस पर मंथन चिंतन हुआ, लेकिन उस पर कोई फैसला नहीं हुआ। लगातार कांग्रेस के नेता जो है कांग्रेस को असली कांग्रेस के रास्ते से हटा के दूसरी तरफ लेते जा रहे हैं। मुझे याद है 2018 में मैं छत्तीसगढ़, राजस्थान और यहाँ राजस्थान, मध्य प्रदेश, सब जगह हम लोग स्टार प्रचारक थे। 40-45 सभाएं हमने की थी वहाँ। सचिन पायलट जी, हम लोग सब लोग वहाँ गए थे। तो इस बार तो मुझे जाने का मौका नहीं मिला। और एक बात और भी एक मुझे लग रहा है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी का जो चेहरा है, मैं हमेशा से कहता हूं कि देश की जनता चाहती है प्रियंका गांधी को उनका चेहरा, कांग्रेस का चेहरा बनाया जाए, तो वो नहीं बनाया गया। राजस्थान में अगर सचिन पायलट को चीफ मिनिस्टर बना दिया जाता तो शायद ये आज परिणाम और होता, लेकिन वो नहीं हो पाया। इसी तरह से जो मध्य प्रदेश की जनता को, मुझे लगता है जातिवाद की राजनीति, जो जातीय जनगणना, जातीय जनगणना, जातीय जनगणना, ये जो जातिवाद की राजनीति है, ये देश की जनता अब इसे स्वीकार नहीं करेगी और राष्ट्र की राजनीति चलेगी। ये जाति की राजनीति
और राष्ट्र की राजनीति में बीजेपी का कोई तोड़ नहीं है। सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, मुझे लगता है समय आ गया है कि आचार्य प्रमोद कृष्णम अब बीजेपी में आ जाए, क्योंकि उनके जो विचार हैं वो कांग्रेस।
मेरी बात का गलत अर्थ ना निकाला जाए। मैं एक निष्पक्ष, निर्मल हृदय से विश्लेषण करने वाला व्यक्ति हूँ, और मेरी बात का अगर आप गलत अर्थ निकालेंगे तो लगता है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी में जो कुछ
विचारों की बात कर रही हूँ, आपके विचार
पहने हुए बैठे हैं, वो मेरी गर्दन काटने के लिए एकदम तैयार हो जाएंगे।
नहीं, आपकी गर्दन ना कटे, इसका हम इसके लिए प्रार्थना करते रहेंगे, दुआ करते रहेंगे। लेकिन सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, आचार्य प्रमोद कृष्णम जी का कहना है कि सनातन की खिलाफत और जातिवाद की जो बात है, ये दो कारण रहे कांग्रेस पार्टी के हार के। आप सहमत हैं इससे?
देखिए, मैं कहूंगा अभी थोड़ी देर के बाद और हमें मानना है कि चुनाव परिणाम और स्पष्ट रूप से सामने आएंगे और बेहतर ढंग से हम आगे नजर आएंगे। परंतु अभी जो स्थितियां नजर आ रही हैं, इन दिस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में एक सेंटेंस कहना चाहूंगा। नाविका जी, अभी आपने क्या बोला कि ऐसा लगता है कि आचार्य जी अब बीजेपी की तरफ आ रहे हैं। नाउ दिस इज बिकम द क्रक्स, बीजेपी की तरफ नहीं आ रहे हैं। आज कांग्रेस में स्थिति यह बन गई कि इफ एनीबडी स्पीक्स अबाउट नेशनलिज्म, इफ एनीबडी ट्राइज टू पुट देयर अटेंशन टुवर्ड्स दैट, यू डोंट स्पीक अगेंस्ट हिंदूज, डोंट स्पीक अगेंस्ट सनातन धर्म, देन ही विल बी लेबल्ड एज आरएसएस मैन, बीजेपी मैन। सोचिए, और यह विचार आज जनता में भी स्वीकार्य हो गया, क्योंकि पत्रकार जनता की भावना का प्रतिनिधित्व करते हैं। यानी ये बात मान ली गई। और आपने क्या, कई लोगों ने इस तरह की बातें कही कि आपके विचार बीजेपी से मैच खा रहे हैं। इट मींस कि ये मान लिया गया कि अगर आप भारतीय संस्कृति, हिंदू धर्म की बात करेंगे तो कांग्रेस से अलग हो जाएंगे। और यहां पर मैं कहना चाहता हूं, जो कास्टिज्म की बात के ऊपर एक पॉइंट जरूर है। देखिए, ये जो सो कॉल्ड सोशल जस्टिस वाली पार्टियां हैं, ये 40 साल पुराने माइंडसेट में जी रही हैं, when they were able to befool the people। अब और उस समय रेट ऑफ लिटरेसी इंडिया का था 30-40%। नाउ द रेट ऑफ लिटरेसी इज एज पर 2011 सेंसस इज 70%, मे बी इज द टाइम मोर देन 80% तो आएगा जब भी आएगा। अब लोग पढ़े लिखे हो गए हैं। यंगर जनरेशन में तो शायद ही कोई हो जो भी पढ़ा लिखा हो, एंड एवरीबडी नोज द फैक्ट कि जातिवाद के नाम पे सिर्फ परिवार के हाथ में संपत्ति रखी गई। और अब कोई इनजस्टिस वाली बात करने का तो कोई मतलब ही नहीं भाई। जब एक जमाने में यूपी में दलित ब्राह्मण अलायंस हो गया अंडर द लीडरशिप ऑफ दलित, तो अब नाउ इट हैज बिकम ए फैकेट कि इसने मुझे स्थान नहीं दिया, उसने मुझे स्थान नहीं दिया, वगैरह वगैरह। तो इसलिए मुझे मानना है। और वन मोर थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू से, आज तक हमेशा कास्टिज्म का इशू रीजनल और स्टेट पार्टीज उठाती थी। पहली बार ऐसा हुआ कि नेशनल पार्टी कास्ट का इशू उठा रही है। मुझे लगता है ये कांग्रेस ने बहुत कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क लिया था, और जिसका अभी जो दिख रहा है उनको वो इस रिस्क का डिजास्टर होता हुआ दिखाई पड़ा।
And the interesting thing is that regional parties are calling out the Congress, like Akhilesh Yadav said in the UP Assembly last week, that we wanted the countrywide caste census to be done. The only people who stood in the way is the Congress party. Speaking of the Congress, even as we speak, there are leaders who are reaching the house of Mallikarjun Kharge to meet him. Niyamika is joining us live from there. We are also being told that on the 6th of this month, India bloc leaders, that is the INDIA leaders, are going to be meeting Mr. Kharge in Delhi, and the future strategy of the alliance will be discussed. That's going to be one meeting to keep our eyes on. But what's happening right now, Niyamika? It's over to you. Who all are coming to meet Mr. Kharge? What's on the agenda?
Well, we have seen during these assembly elections that how the differences have come to the fore between all of these India alliance parties, whether it is about Samajwadi Party or even the left has also made a complaint that the Congress party seems not to be very much serious about the India bloc, and that is the reason even we have seen that how Nitish Kumar has also given a statement regarding this entire matter. And at that point of time, it was Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge who had assured all of these leaders that they will soon going to contact the India bloc leaders, and they are very much serious about this alliance. Because they have to make preparations for the upcoming general elections as well. And for that matter, now today is a D-day for these assembly elections as the results are going to be out. And now it is being told by our sources that the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge has spoken to several of these leaders, and he has also called them to meet him there in Delhi on December 6th, as these are the leaders who are going to meet the Congress President.
Okay, everyone marshalling their resources now. Meanwhile, in the BJP camp, the celebrations have begun in the evening. Like we told you, the Prime Minister is likely to be at the BJP headquarters. That's what we are being told. But over to Jaipur now, from where Gajraj...
Before you go to Jaipur, I want to draw your attention. According to the Election Commission confirmed, though they are little slow, BJP is ahead of the Congress party in Chhattisgarh. 34 leads for the BJP and 28 for the Congress party, and there could be an upset there as well in Chhattisgarh. And Ashutosh, what would you want to say about that?
No, I'll be surprised.
You will be?
Right now, the Chief Minister is trailing. Bhupesh Baghel is trailing by 297 votes. 8 ministers are now trailing. Earlier it was 6. And T.S. Singh Dev is also trailing in Ambikapur right now.
Yeah, so if that is the trailing situation of Baghel, T.S. Singh Dev, I want to ask you, Tehseen, it's way beyond caste, Sanatan, it's way beyond. It's something wrong with the strategy overall.
3-4 things, but the Sanatan issue, what Acharya ji said is absolutely right, and we discussed it just before he came. I mean, forget empathy. You can't call anyone dengue and AIDS. The fact that in a political election you use that kind of language is stupidity of the highest order. It's ridiculous that was done. And we've discussed this in the past. The OBC issue is never going to work in Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh simply because Chhattisgarh is a tribal state and Madhya Pradesh, they had OBC chief ministers. I think what the Congress needs to do is step back and look at a fair assessment as to why they keep on losing elections that they need to win. Madhya Pradesh was for the taking. In one of these things, I think, now let's go to Rajasthan. Will Ashok Gehlot ji take responsibility? Just give me 30 seconds. Ashok Gehlot ji didn't want the Telangana team to fight the elections in Rajasthan. He had his own team. I'm not taking names. I don't want to take names. He had his own team.
I have to interrupt you because Govind Gujjar is with Shivraj Chauhan's brother right now. In Bhopal, going across. Narendra Singh Chauhan with Govind Gujjar. Over to you, Govind.
Just a minute. Navika ji, you know that it's somewhat a kind of results coming which are just giving a lot of enthusiasm. We have the brother of CM Shivraj Singh Chauhan, Narendra Maasab, in fact, Narendra Singh Chauhan. Narendra ji, ये बताइए इस तरह के expectations आप रख रहे थे कि ऐसा रुझान आएगा आप लोगों के लिए?
नहीं, ऐसा पहले से मालूम था
और रुझान आएगा। भारतीय जनता पार्टी और भाई साहब ने कार्य करने की जो क्षमता है, योजनाएं, उसका लाभ मिला, इसका फायदा भारतीय जनता पार्टी को मिला है।
नहीं, भाई साहब तो आपके जो हैं वो बड़े दावे कर रहे थे, और जो दावे वो कर रहे थे वैसा ही होता भी दिख रहा है तस्वीर में साफ तौर पे। लेकिन अभी जो लाडली बहनाओं की बड़ी चर्चा हुई है, क्या महिलाओं ने तस्वीर बदल दी? क्या
लाडली बहनाओं ने भैया का साथ दिया है, भैया का साथ दिया और भैया को साथ दिलवाया है उन्होंने।
नहीं, कमलनाथ और दिग्विजय सिंह तो बड़े बड़े दावे कर रहे थे कि भाई सुपड़ा साफ।
वो बड़े नेता हैं, वो दावे कर सकते हैं, वो सब देख तो रहे हैं।
अब सीएम फेस को लेकर थोड़ा वो होगा, कुछ चर्चा हुई है कि इस बार शिवराज जी या कोई और?
पार्टी हाईकमान तय करती।
पार्टी हाईकमान। So, Navika ji, this is what we had short interaction with the brother of the CM Shivraj Singh Chauhan. He is saying that he was expecting the same kind of result, and CM Shivraj Singh Chauhan was also making the claims.
Laddus coming out in Jaipur, laddus coming out in Bhopal, and laddus in your heart also, JVC. But Smita, how do you read these results? Look at the Rajasthan. Earlier, it was looking like the BJP had a narrow victory, but now it's 122 to the BJP, which is way ahead of.
Not comfortable for Vasundhara.
Not comfortable for Vasundhara, you're saying, and 67 for the Congress. So, and Madhya Pradesh is historic. It's unbelievable.
Yes, absolutely, because this has gone beyond even what the exit polls were predicting. I think a major misreading of the tea leaves by many people. You know, we were discussing here for the past couple of days about the tribal belt in Madhya Pradesh. You know, that entire Siddhi, Nimawar, Neemuch, that entire belt, you know, 21%. And the Congress quite certain that this time they're going to be taking it, mopping it all up. And Rahul Gandhi fronting this thing about, you know, caste census and all, they thought OBC also coming their way. Again, like Pramod Kishan has been saying, that, you know, the leadership of the Congress misreading the signals coming out and taking their cues from other places. That whole caste census thing, which worked in Bihar, which was being picked up because of the mandalization of politics there, going on talking about a caste census, was not clicking in Madhya Pradesh, did not click in Telangana. In Telangana, Revant Reddy is the one who did it. That OBC caste census thing did not work.
In fact, the only people who spoke of caste in Telangana was the BJP. We said we'll have backward caste, Dr. Ranganathan.
Oh, I'm coming to you, Dr. Ranganathan, but I want to get in Sudhanshu Trivedi on one question, and that question is 75% to 80% of the 14 Jan Sabhas that the Prime Minister did in Madhya Pradesh, the conversion rate is 80%. That is the popularity, and that is the Modi factor. That is the popularity of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And many people who were saying fatigue ho gaya, and the Congress memes that have been distasteful over the last few weeks. Sudhanshu Trivedi, उस पर आप क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए, we are lucky to have a leader like Sri Narendra Modi, or rather than I can say that this may be a design of destiny that BJP is bestowed with a leader like Sri Narendra Modi, whose popularity is so that if you look at the pre-election surveys, the percentage of vote which BJP was expected to get, and Modi ji's popularity was most of the time 1.5 times the percentage. So he always becomes a pulling factor when he goes to the rallies. So wherever he goes, the party's vote increases. And particularly if we are marginally behind, that converts into a decisive victory. On the contrary, the Congress was having a such type of their so-called high command and leadership that as per the pre-poll surveys, wherever they go, it dips the percentage. And Modi ji is not just a leader which is being accepted at the national level. Morning consultants in several years is giving him the credit of being the most popular leader in the country. तो मैं ये मानता हूं कि ये हमारे लिए सौभाग्य की बात है. And one more thing I would like to say, that is the difference between the BJP and rest of the party, because other parties are leader-based party, but they couldn't produce a leader like Sri Narendra Modi. We are the cadre-based party, and we produce the leader like Sri Narendra Modi, and previous generations we produced the leader like Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
And the interesting thing was,
I think this is also becoming a case study for those who try to analyze the politics of the country.
Ashutosh.
I think जो सुधांशु जी कह रहे हैं इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है कि there is no leader like Narendra Modi right now. Absolutely, and I've said before this and earlier also. He's popular. He's the most popular politician in the country. Plus, wherever he sees that there is a problem within the Congress party, within the BJP, like in Madhya Pradesh and in Rajasthan, he tried to fix it up. And he tried to fix it up and tried to understand where they are. Congress had gone overboard in Madhya Pradesh. Gone overboard in Madhya Pradesh and thought that they have already won the battle.
I just want to add one more point here. In Gujarat in 2017, there was a problem. And Narendra Modi sent his man Friday, Om Mathur. They knew pretty well to turn around Chattisgarh. You need a very backroom man who can work it out.
You know, the
Om Mathur sent.
The Jan Ashirwad Yatra we were talking about has another very interesting aspect. I think 6 to 7 of those yatras were carried out across Madhya Pradesh, and none of them were led by Shivraj Singh Chauhan. They were led by other leaders of the BJP, as opposed to 2018, where only one yatra was done and Shivraj ji did it. So he was the face in 2018. In 2023, all the different leaders.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to draw your attention to the spectrum, and this gives you an understanding of what the situation was in 2018 and how it has changed in 2023. Look at this. Look at this. BJP strongholds. These are the swinger seats. This is the Congress stronghold. Look at how it was in 2018.
Navika, एक जो BJP की strength है, very clearly comes out. The beautiful tool, the spectrum. See, breaches happen in every election, but this is supposed to be the BJP end of the spectrum. Okay, it's more or less kept it. There are some greens in between. Go to the Congress and look at the extent of the saffron that is there.
Completely breached.
So the entire philosophy of the BJP has been कि भाई खुद का किला तो बचा लिया, लेकिन सामने वाले का किला पूरा ध्वस्त कैसे करना है उस पे फोकस करो.
बिल्कुल. And let's look at the spectrum only 2018, and you'll see how it was 2018. This is.
This was 2018 when the BJP was at the losing end. And now
this is 2018, and now let's go to 2023.
And they're saying that now we will go to the other end of the spectrum and we will demolish the Congress strongholds. This is the reason there is a common...
Sure, is that 20?
No, that is 2023. That is 2023.
But Navika is holding the hand, that is 2023.
That's 2023.
Yeah.
So that's the BJP stronghold.
Yeah.
But there seems to be more green there.
No. Wait, these numbers are updating. Hang on.
These are updating as of now.
But that's the story there, Navika.
Where the breaches have happened, you've seen.
This is the story.
You've seen.
These numbers are updating.
It's still updating.
So you are saying this will all become red?
No, this will also be saffron. These are latest numbers. They are representing.
So basically, the story is that what used to be
saffron
green,
has come there. Saffron's come there, and saffron will come here.
So that is basically. Let's take a look. In fact, right now, what the Prime Minister said. These are the numbers that we have from Madhya Pradesh, where close to 150 is what the BJP is looking at. The Prime Minister, contrary already. So we already have the BJP at 153 out of 230. The Congress is at 74, and the BSP Plus actually does have 2 seats in that traditional stronghold, which is at the border of Uttar Pradesh. The BSP has taken out 2 seats, others have 1. The Prime Minister actually during the campaign had said कि BJP की आंधी होगी मध्य प्रदेश में. Nobody gave them a fighting chance. Let's quickly listen in to what the PM said. We'll come back to you.
बैठकर चुनावों का हिसाब किताब लगाने वाले पॉलिटिकल मेहरबान इसका आकलन नहीं कर पाए. ये बीजेपी की ऐसी आंधी चली है कि कांग्रेस का तंबू उखड़ जाएगा.
Well, let's now look at the overall results, and if you will look at how things are going. Rahul Gandhi's Youth Brigade, Jeetu Patwari trailing, Kunal Chaudhary in Kala People trailing, Vipin Wankhede from Agar trailing, Vikrant Bhuria from Jhabua trailing. All cabinet ministers of Chhattisgarh are trailing, my friend, each one of them. And
he's the guy who took Rahul Gandhi on a motorbike. You know, he's considered.
पहले राहुल गांधी साइकिल पे गए थे.
He's actually very popular on his own. So irrespective of wherever he goes, even when the farmer riots had happened in Mandsaur, Jitu Patwari was one of the main leaders over
That's
there.
happening. But I want to shift attention now to Chhattisgarh, because something is happening in Chhattisgarh. All 9 cabinet ministers, including chief minister and deputy chief minister, trailing. This is worrying, Tehseen.
Very worrying. It is very, very worrying. If somebody like a T.S. Singh Doji is trailing, it is extremely worrying.
Why you're not worried about Mr. Baghel?
I think I was hoping that Baghel ji would pull it off, but I knew his election was tough. But T.S. Singh Doji, I thought, will have
because of the Mahadev app.
No, the Mahadev app wasn't the issue. In overall, his election was tough, but T.S. Singh Doji, I thought, will win by a big margin. So that is worrying.
Okay.
Didn't I tell you, Tishin? On the day of exit poll, didn't I tell you 48, 42? What is the number now coming?
But you know, but I want to say one thing.
46, 42.
Yeah.
It's very clear.
Yeah, no. Congress is in the lead. Congress is in the lead.
Yeah, I think Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh has to be studied, because all the exit polls, all the opinion polls had been given huge lead to Congress in Chhattisgarh. No, I haven't witnessed even one single opinion and exit poll.
Question regarding T.S. Singh.
Before I come to you, Jay, I'm going straight across to Jaipur, where there's a lot of action at the BJP headquarters. Gajraj standing by. Gajraj, what's happening there? Has everybody flown off to a resort? Which state? Dry or otherwise? Well, we've lost Gajraj, but
Modi ji with the mask has made his appearance there in Jaipur, and now is the time, I think.
No need for a resort.
But anyway, but
travel and tourism industry badly
maybe
needed.
People
Hyderabad also, it's not needed.
People from other states should go to resorts in Jaipur. It's a beautiful place. All the Shekhawati Havelis and all, they should go to resorts there. Now is the time to kick in one of the tools that we had promised you earlier, where we are going to show you the vote share and the seat share. So here you see on your screens the standing currently of the different parties. So take a look, and let's take a closer look, in fact, at what the seat position of the various parties is. Here you can see the position in Rajasthan, and clearly it is the BJP which is in the lead. We have got the BJP at 116. So if I can just take a closer look, here you see 116 for the BJP, Congress 68, BSP 1, and the RLP is at 2. Others, that number constantly going up. Now a quick look at the numbers of Madhya Pradesh, and we will finally show you Chhattisgarh. So Madhya Pradesh, the numbers are 77 for the Congress, 149. So you're close to that mark, that BJP ki aandhi that the PM spoke about clearly seems to be materializing here. 149, BSP 2, and SP nothing. And finally, we will take a look at the Chhattisgarh numbers here on your screens. And this maybe, we thought Telangana would be the big upset. It seems that Chhattisgarh is the bigger upset. Avnijesh ji, welcome. छत्तीसगढ़ के बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे? पहले छत्तीसगढ़ के नंबर आप पे रहते हैं, उनको दिखाते हैं कि 48, आपके पास नंबर्स रख देती हूं मैं, 48 फॉर द बीजेपी एंड 40 राइट नाउ फॉर द कांग्रेस.
तो मैं पूछ रहा हूं कि वो जो कह रहे थे कि पनौती बोल रहे थे, कौन है पनौती? अब पनौती कौन साबित हुआ भाई? आशुतोष जी, कौन है पनौती? पनौती कौन साबित हुआ? अभी भी वही है? नहीं बदलेंगे. प्राइम मिनिस्टर पोलस्टर्स हैं पनौती. वो कह रहे हैं कि भाई दिल्ली में जो लोग बैठ करके करते हैं, अरे उनकी अरे यहाँ तक की एक बात सुनिए, अरे बात सुनिए आशुतोष, कोई कह रहा था यहाँ तक की, नहीं, मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूँ आशुतोष, एक छोटी सी बात कि ये सिलकियारा टनल में जब वो निकले, उसके बाद कांग्रेस की प्रवक्ता करिए कि शुक्र आप पनौती नहीं पहुंचे इसलिए निकल आए. इस हद तक नफरत,
और आज
इस हद तक नफरत है.
आज उसका जवाब है. और पद्मजा, दुनिया आपकी मुट्ठी में. आगे बताइए क्या हो रहा है.
Okay, the next state that we are going to look at is Telangana. These are of course the seat shares that we are looking at. This is Telangana that we will show you now. Here you have out of 119, 70 for the Congress, BRS at 37, BJP at 8, and AIMIM at 3. So these are very heartening numbers for the Congress finally coming from one state. Another interesting theory that some people have is that, you know, maybe there was so much of focus of Rahul Gandhi on Telangana after Karnataka because there were strategists who thought that Telangana is a stronghold, that they are going to win. The BRS is on a losing wicket, and that is the reason why Rahul Gandhi spent so much time over there, knowing that he would eventually collar the credit. So these are the seat shares, and we'll show you the vote shares in just a bit.
Vote shares तो ठीक है, तेलंगाना तेलंगाना में ऐसे लग रहा है अनार चल रहे हैं दिवाली वाले दिन. एंड लेट्स गो स्ट्रेट अक्रॉस टू सोमित, हु इज आउटसाइड रेवंत रेड्डीज हाउस वेयर देयर इज सेलिब्रेशंस गोइंग ऑन. सोमित, celebrations, firecrackers, pollution be damned. Of course, it's the day to celebrate. What are you hearing? We understand the police personnel have come there. Are we outside the future Chief Minister's residence, Somit?
Well, that is what can be seen here, Navika, because, future CM, that is what, the Karyakartas, are saying here. And, just now, they've celebrated and police asked them, we can also see the police there. They have asked the Karyakartas to stay calm because Revanth Reddy is doing meeting inside. And there are several Karyakartas here. We'll also ask the Karyakartas here. Can't say,
నేను వరంగల్ నుంచి
सीएम కోసం
रेवंत रेड्डी अब बनेगा सीएम रेवंत रेड्डी जी पक्का
कितने सीट है
80-85
कितने सीट है
65 तो आएंगे 65-70
सीएम
हाँ रेवंत रेड्डी आता.
So basically, we can say that we'll go somewhat deeper here. Even this is the Revanth Reddy's residence, so even we can also say that several people are coming here. कहाँ से आए आप?
हैदराबाद.
सीएम रेवंत रेड्डी सीएम बनेंगे?
रेवंत रेड्डी अन्ना सीएम बनता 100% रेवंत रेड्डी अन्ना बनता विद फुल मेजॉरिटी. यहाँ का तेलंगाना नहीं पूरा अपना आंध्र प्रदेश पूरा सीएम होना बोल के देख रहे रेवंत रेड्डी.
आप
रेवंत अन्ना सीएम.
So basically, even the people gathered here are saying Revanth Anna is CM.
रेवंत अन्ना
बंटी विक्रमार्का जी दूसरे.
Reddy, popular choice for chief ministerial face in Telangana. It's all celebrations that are going on in Telangana for the Congress party, but the Congress party disappointed in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, too close for a call. But let's go across to the Times Now Bharat studios and get a sense of what the Hindi heartland really feels like to Sushant Sinha.
कायदे से अंदर झांकने को तैयार होंगे तो पहले नहीं सुनिए मैं आपको बता रहा हूं अगर वो अंदर झांकने को तैयार होंगे तो पहले आपको भी फोन लगाएंगे कि एक काम कीजिए संजय जी वापस आइए. ठीक है, ये पहला संकेत होगा.
सुशांत
और हमारे साथ इस वक्त नाविका जी और पद्मजा जी जुड़ गई हैं. नाविका जी मुझे बधाई देना चाहती हैं कि सुशांत आपने सुबह जितनी भविष्यवाणी की सब सही.
बहुत अच्छी भविष्यवाणी की आपने.
होल्ड ऑन अ सेकंड. सुबह ही वो सेइंग कि मैं पद्मजा की प्रेडिक्शन
और आपने रोक दिया था.
जैसे ही वो सही हुई मेरी भविष्यवाणी.
सुशांत आपने रोक दिया था मुझे.
मौका परस्ती कहीं पर भी इलीगल नहीं है. मौका परस्ती कहीं पर भी इलीगल नहीं है, डिक्लेयर हुआ है. और सुशांत आपको बिल्कुल पूरी इजाजत है. मुझे बस ये बता दीजिए आज छत्तीसगढ़ में क्या होने वाला है, क्योंकि अभी छत्तीसगढ़ पर सबकी नजर बनी हुई है.
देखिए मैंने सुबह भी जो कहा था मैं अभी उस पर कायम हूं कि मुझे लगता है छत्तीसगढ़ में बड़ा उलटफेर हो रहा है. और उसकी वजह अभी भी जो अभी के रुझान है नाविका जी उसमें दिखता है कि मुख्यमंत्री उप मुख्यमंत्री 8 मिनिस्टर अगर पीछे चल रहे हैं तो इट शोज की एंटी इनकम्बेंसी बड़ी थी कि सारे पीछे चल रहे हैं. और 50 पर बीजेपी है, उनका वोट शेयर में बड़ा जंप दिख रहा है. और मुझे इन दोनों राज्यों में हमें बात करनी होगी, मध्य प्रदेश और छत्तीसगढ़. ये दो ऐसे राज्य थे नाविका जी जो बीजेपी लगभग हम लोग भी चल रहे थे कि शुरुआत में कि खत्म है मामला इनका. लेकिन जिस तरह से स्ट्रैटेजी बनी, अमित शाह, नरेंद्र मोदी, आपको उनको क्रेडिट देना होगा कि उन्होंने मतलब हारी हुई बाजी जिताई है एक तरीके से.
बिल्कुल. और मेरा आखिरी सवाल आपसे सुशांत जी, जो लोग प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी को पन्नौती कह रहे थे उनसे आज आप क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए मेरा इस शब्द से बड़ा डिफरेंस है क्योंकि मैं साइंटिफिक युग में हम लोग रहते हैं. मुझे लगता है किसी को पनौती नहीं कहना चाहिए. किसी भी पार्टी में कोई भी, आज मुझे लगता है कांग्रेस पार्टी में भी किसी को पनौती बता के ट्रेंड कराया जा रहा होगा. मैंने अभी ट्विटर देखा नहीं है, लेकिन मैं इस शब्द से ही इत्तेफाक नहीं रखता क्योंकि हम चांद पे पहुंच रहे हैं, चांद पे पहुंचने की बातें कर रहे हैं और फिर हम विश्वास करते हैं कि कोई पनौती हो सकता है एक आदमी जो कि किसी को हरवा दे. तो इसलिए मैं इस वर्ड से तो बहुत दूर हूं. लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि कांग्रेस पार्टी के अंदर कई वजहें हैं जो पनौती हैं और उनको उन पनौती वजहों को ढूंढना चाहिए कि किसकी वजह से वो हारते हैं. जैसे हमारे पैनल में संजय झा बैठे हुए, तो वो कह रहे थे कि कांग्रेस को देखना चाहिए. मैंने कहा अगर कांग्रेस देख रही होगी, सीरियस होगी, तो पहले तो आपको फोन करेगी कि संजय तुमने ठीक कहा था, आओ वापस आ जाओ.
लेकिन वो फोन ही नहीं जाएगा
नहीं,
उनको।
पर
ये लोग
कई चुनावों में संजय झा ठीक कहते हैं, पर उन्हें वापस नहीं बुलाया है। मैं बॉयकॉटेड, वो सस्पेंडेड, हमारी जुगलबंदी ये चली रही है काफी देर से। पर सुशांत जी हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। एंड लेट मी वेलकम शहजाद पूनावाला ज्वाइनिंग द पैनल दिस आफ्टरनून। एंड शहजाद, once again I come back to you because you're the man who's a one-liner specialist. पनौती कहने वालों को आज शहजाद पूनावाला का क्या मैसेज है?
पनौती कौन है आज पूरा देश देख रहा है, जो ऐसी पनौती बनकर बैठा है। हालांकि मैं भी शब्द में इत्तेफाक नहीं रखता, परंतु ऐसी पनौती है कि जहां जहां भारत जोड़ो यात्रा निकली वहां से कांग्रेस पार्टी साफ होती चली जा रही है। तो मुझे लगता है पनौती कौन है राजनीति की, वो तो जनता ने साबित कर दिया है। परंतु नाविका जी, ज्यादा अतिशोक्ति मत समझना। सुबह जब 7 बजे मैं आपके साथ जुड़ा था तो मैंने आपको तभी भी कहा था कि तीनों राज्यों में हमारी सरकार बन रही है और वही नजर आ रहा है। और आप कुछ देर और इंतजार कीजिए, राजस्थान में कांग्रेस पार्टी 65 के नीचे होगी और बहुत बुरी तरह से हार होगी उनकी। तो मुझे लगता है कि आज जो लोग बार बार 2-3 चीजें कही गई थी, एक कि हमारी गारंटी बड़ा काम कर रही है। नाविका, 18 साल की सरकार के बाद परफॉर्मेंस पर वोट दिया जा रहा है, ये प्रो इनकम्बेंसी है। और 5 साल में आपने ऐसी सरकारें चलाई जहां पर आपकी गारंटी तो दूर की बात है, लोग आपको हटाने के लिए उतावले हैं और वो दिख रहा है। दूसरी बात, इन लोगों ने, इन विश्लेषकों ने कहा था कि देखिए शिवराज को दरकिनार कर दिया, वसुंधरा जी को दरकिनार कर दिया, ये मोदी के चेहरे पे जा रहे, मोदी के चेहरे पे जा रहे, मोदी क्या करेगा, मोदी क्या करेगा। अब बताइए, ये विश्लेषकों ने जो कहा था सुबह और कल रात तक और परसों तक, यही संजय झा, यही सारे लोग, पूछिए इनसे जरा अब उनका विश्लेषण क्या है।
Okay, let me also bring in Sumaya Rana.
मत दीजिए आशुतोष जी।
Okay, we will do that. Let's also bring in Sumaya Rana because when we are talking about the reasons for loss, Sumaya Rana, आपकी पार्टी ने 7-10 सीटें मांगी थी कांग्रेस से, उन्होंने दी नहीं। आपने 70 सीटों पर लड़ लिया मध्य प्रदेश में जाकर के। नतीजा, बीजेपी 150 के पार, कांग्रेस अभी 71 पर सिमटती हुई दिखाई दे रही है। क्या आपको लगता है कि आपस में 2 बिल्लियां लड़ती रहीं और बंदर लेकर के चला गया फल को?
बिल्कुल। देखिए, ये जो रिजल्ट्स हैं, ये जिस वक्त में कांग्रेस ने मना कर दिया था सीट्स देने के लिए, कहीं ना कहीं फर्क एक्सपेक्टेड था। क्योंकि आप देखिए कि जहां पर हम जा रहे हैं कैंपेनिंग करने के लिए, एंटी बीजेपी जो पूरी एक ग्रुप है, जो लॉबी है, वो यकीनी तौर पर 2 हिस्सों में बंटना था उसको, समाजवादी पार्टी की तरफ कुछ और जो कांग्रेस है उसकी तरफ।
के बाद वोट कांग्रेस का जो हाल हुआ है वो देश के सामने है, लेकिन बीजेपी ऑब्वियसली सेलिब्रेट कर रही है। जनता का आशीर्वाद एमपी के मन में मोदी है, भाजपा को मिला, और ये एमपी का मैप यहां पर, ये मोदी एंड द बीजेपी इज ऑफ कोर्स, वो कहते हैं ना, वन हु laughs last laughs the loudest. And
foreign media is not going to have this, right? Foreign media, which has been saying that it's over for Modi, not using the word panauti, but they across the board, the foreign media said it's over for Modi 4 months before or 5 months before the general elections. They will never run this, and they are not going to be comfortable with this. And those companies and those countries which make their policies and programs based on the analysis by foreign media need to rethink and watch domestic media in India to make their policies and programs, because domestic media reflects the reality and not foreign media.
Well, let me ask Dr. Sanjay Jha, डेमोक्रेसी का क्या होगा, कितने खतरे में है?
Let me answer you, Navika. Frankly, I think this is a blow for democracy, and I'll tell you why. No, I'll tell you why. No, I'll tell you why.
No,
I'll tell you why.
I take exception to that. People of this country are voting, and you are saying that democracy.
Let me answer. Now, let me.
जिन्होंने बीजेपी को वोट दिया वो राक्षस है।
1 minute. Let me answer you. I think it's bad news. It's a devastating defeat for the Congress, for the Congress and the opposition. Because if you ask me, beyond all the other details we can get into, the granular details of which seat, which candidate, what campaign, it also tells you that the underlying campaign of the BJP on Hindutva is working across the heartland of India.
But you
It
can't
is
say-
working.
समझ में आ गई
So
बात?
if it is working, तो प्राण प्रतिष्ठा.
Navika, but he can't say.
Are 15.9 crore voters wrong?
And is that not democracy?
He is
Is
saying
that
murder
not
of democracy? He is saying murder of democracy just because BJP is winning and Congress is losing badly.
Hang on.
Shows the kind of tendency
Are you
and
with the
thinking
Congress
process
or
which the
what?
ex-congressman has.
Washington Post or New York Times?
Navika, this is my point.
What is your point?
We all know that the Congress party was not expected to win simply because the Congress was in a fight. The BJP has not been on the ground in Madhya Pradesh or Chhattisgarh.
Who told you?
Winning.
Who told you? You are sitting in Mumbai and watching.
Sabha Naqvi.
No way.
Sabha Naqvi.
No way. Don't tell me that.
Okay.
No,
JVC,
why was there so much of an expectation of the Congress to do
BJP is
well?
always on the ground.
It's always on the ground.
I agree, but to expect to win like this, I don't think so.
No, BJP can produce.
Allow 1 minute,
I
JVC.
can't with everyone shouting so much.
Go ahead.
Sabha.
What is the question?
The question, you were responding to Sanjay Jha.
Sanjay, you can't right now at this point. It is a defeat right now for the Congress in the Hindi heartland.
Yeah.
Completely, we are seeing two directions now of politics. Complete consolidation of the Bharatiya Janata Party in the Hindi belt. There is an element of Hindutva, no doubt. There is the cadre, the Sangathan. When I say cadre, obviously the cadre is driven by an ideology which is Hindutva.
That's
So that is the motive. Let me finish.
So is this Hindutva or is this Hindutva? Is this governance model or is this really the cadre-based party that is working? Shehzad wants to come in. He's raising his hand. Shehzad Poonawala.
Hindutva has trumped economic and social
Absolutely
issues.
no. You
Navika,
don't know
let us,
Chhattisgarh.
Navika,
1 minute, Shehzad.
Navika.
Yes.
Navika, let us have some serious analysis as we are examining the results. There is a state of Madhya Pradesh where 18 years the BJP has been in service. Despite that, forget anti-incumbency, there is performance and pro-incumbency. There is a state where Rajasthan and Chattisgarh, Congress has been in government. They claim that they had given lot of benefits to the people and they are saying Congress ki guarantee jaisi kuch nahi. People have rejected it because they have seen no delivery in that. Point one. Point two. Then when they felt that they are not winning, to abuse Sanatan, one side that was done, and then caste card was played. A terrible caste card was played to divide society. Today the people of India, particularly in these states, have sent out a resounding message that do not divide us. And it was never us who played the Hindutva any card. It was them who abused Sanatan. They who said PFI can remove a march and there will be a lock on the yatras of Hindus. They are the ones who kept abusing Hindutva and Sanatan all over their alliance partners, right from Samajwadi Party to RJD did that. So the people have naturally taken that also into consideration and voted. But today, Sanjay Jha, please tell me, isn't Congress ki nakli guarantee rejected? Isn't the OBC card that you were trying to play, that Akhilesh Yadav was also not buying, rejected? And today you say it's a death for democracy? When crores of people have voted and expressed their mandate, till the time you are winning these elections, the democracy was fine.
No.
Now it's death of democracy.
No, I just believe that the country is headed towards a single party dominance, which is never good. You and I debate
So
every
you
day.
need to get your act together.
I agree.
And be the other pole. It's not the BJP's job to make you strong.
Navika, I am publicly confessing on your show today that it is worrying for the Congress, and the Congress needs to not just introspect, it needs a drastic overhaul, because you can't go for a campaign where Rahul Gandhi says we're winning Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan will be close, and all three have proved to be wrong. Clearly, there's a disconnect at the ground level. I agree with that. But that's bad news for democracy. If Congress loses,
you got
it's bad news
you
for
got
democracy.
this. No, it's not. How can you say it's bad news for democracy just because things don't go?
Just a minute. 77 तक, up to 77 इस देश में 67 को छोड़ करके कांग्रेस का था, तो तब तक तो डेमोक्रेसी थी नहीं इस देश में. इसका मतलब 77 के बाद शुरू हुई है. एक ही पार्टी का डोमिनेंस था. 52 का हो, 57 हो, 62 हो.
One point about Madhya Pradesh and the caste card. Now, the caste has been played, but you had Kamal Nath. He was not a backward caste person. So there is a certain hypocrisy in positions that you take.
You talk about caste but don't field cases.
And Shivraj is backward caste in social
Just by the way,
engineering.
in Telangana as well, the maximum percentage of tickets to backwards has been given by the BJP, about 30%, and the maximum tickets to upper caste Reddys have been given by the Congress. So let's be very clear on
I just want to say only
Revant Reddy did not want to play the caste card. He kept saying, "I am the merit candidate. KTR is the management candidate."
Exactly.
Management candidate. So let's talk about economic policies. Let's talk about merit. That is the card that was played in
All right,
Telangana.
Chhattisgarh, Raman Singh addressing a press conference. Let's cut across. Chhattisgarh is right now holding people's interest.
तीनों राज्यों में भारतीय जनता पार्टी के स्पष्ट बहुमत से सरकार का रुझान दिख रहा है। अभी भी मैं रुझान ही बोलूंगा, क्योंकि 4-5 राउंड के चुनाव होने के बाद मैं ये नहीं कहूंगा कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बन गई है। सरकार बनने के रास्ते पे हम चल रहे हैं और स्पष्ट रुझान दिख रहा है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी आगे है छत्तीसगढ़ में, भारतीय जनता पार्टी आगे है मध्य प्रदेश में, भारतीय जनता पार्टी आगे है राजस्थान में, और तीनों जगह स्पष्ट बहुमत के साथ सरकार बनेगी। और निश्चित रूप से आज के तारीख में बड़ी बड़ी बात करने वाले, ठीक है नतीजा क्या निकलेगा, पर भूपेश जी का नतीजा दिख रहा है कि 2 राउंड में पीछे चल रहे हैं। इसका मतलब ये है कि जनता ने उनके सारे मंत्रियों को नकारा है, पूरी सरकार को रिजेक्ट किया है और भारतीय जनता पार्टी को पूरा का पूरा आशीर्वाद और समर्थन दिया है।
सर, शुरुआती बढ़त आखिर क्या माने कि बीजेपी को जनता क्यों चुन रही है?
मैंने पहले भी इसका जवाब दिया था कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी मोदी जी के नाम से, मोदी जी के काम से, 9 साढ़े 9 साल की उपलब्धि को लेकर जिस प्रकार केंद्रीय नेतृत्व ने मेहनत किया, प्रधानमंत्री जी ने समय दिया, गृह मंत्री जी ने समय दिया, राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जी ने जो समय हमको दिया, और जनता को मोदी जी की गारंटी, जनता ने उस पर भरोसा किया, भूपेश की बातों पर भरोसा नहीं किया। ये प्रथम चरण के रुझान में स्पष्ट दिख रहा है और ये निश्चित रूप से भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए और राष्ट्रीय नेतृत्व का आशीर्वाद मिला और हम जीत की ओर बढ़ेंगे।
छत्तीसगढ़ में आपको सबसे ज्यादा भरोसा, आप सबसे मुखर होकर बोले कि हम जीत रहे हैं, भूपेश पर भरोसा लोगों का कम हो गया, और सबसे बड़ी बात गृह मंत्री ने आप पर भरोसा जताया था। आपको अंडर करंट पता था सर, कैसा हो रहा है?
अंडर करंट दिख रहा था और इतना बड़ा अंडर करंट होगा इसका एहसास सामान्यतः लोगों को नहीं हो पा रहा था, मगर मैं इस बात को लगातार रिपीट कर रहा था। मेरी बात को लोग भरोसा कितना करते हैं मैं नहीं जानता, मगर मैं मीडिया के माध्यम से रोज बोल रहा था, एक ही बात को रिपीट कर रहा था कि जबरदस्त अंडर करंट है और भूपेश को छत्तीसगढ़ की जनता रिजेक्ट कर चुकी है, उसके चेहरे को हराना चाहती है।
सर, आप बैकफुट पे देख रहे थे, आपको क्या लगता है क्या गेम चेंजर रहा जो आप अचानक से जो बिल्कुल बैकफुट में जो अचानक से लीड करते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं? तो ऐसी कौन सी गेम चेंजर पॉलिसीज थी, किस तरह से इसको मोबिलाइज किया आपने पूरे कैडर को?
नहीं, लीड डॉक्टर रमन ने नहीं किया, लीड पूरे सामूहिक नेतृत्व में हमने किया, मैं भी मेहनत किया, हम सब ने किया और राष्ट्रीय नेतृत्व ने इतना समय दिया। मगर जैसे ही हमारी घोषणा पत्र जारी किया हमने और वो घोषणा पत्र में मोदी जी की गारंटी उसमें लग गया, उसके बाद जनता को 100% भरोसा हो गया कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो कहती है उसको करती है और मोदी जी की बात पे। और 15 साल, फिर मैं रिपीट करूंगा, 15 साल जो डेवलपमेंट के काम हमने किया था विकास के, उस काम को भी मुहर लगाया।
क्या आपको लगता है कि जो करप्शन था, जो भूपेश बघेल ने जो किया था लगातार एक के बाद एक करप्शन की जो चीजें सामने निकल करके आ रही थी, उसमें भी बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले किया?
बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा था भूपेश बघेल के करप्शन, और लगातार वो शराब की घोटाला हो, कोयला का घोटाला हो, महादेव ऐप का मामला हो, पीएससी में भर्ती में युवकों के साथ छल किया गया वो घोटाला हो, महिलाओं के साथ जो इस प्रकार से वादा खिलाफी किया गया वो बातें हैं। इन बातों को लेकर लोग भूपेश के चेहरा को बदलना चाहते थे।
एक बात ये सामने आ रही थी कि बीजेपी जो है शहरों में अच्छा करेगी, लेकिन गाँव में क्योंकि किसानों तक उनका पेनिट्रेशन इतना अच्छा नहीं है, तो क्या आपको लगता है कि आपकी जो योजनाएं हैं और जो आपकी बातें हैं वो ग्रामीण इलाकों तक भी पहुंच पाई हैं?
पूरी महिलाओं ने और युवकों ने जम के वोट दिया और किसानों ने भी समर्थन।
सर, आप 9 मंत्री पीछे हैं, अगर 9 मंत्री मुख्यमंत्री बनेंगे?
ये पार्टी का निर्णय है, पार्टी जिसको भी जवाबदारी देगी। हम लोग एक सामान्य कार्यकर्ता हैं, जब जैसी जो जवाबदारी दी गई उसका पालन किया, आगे जैसे पार्टी का निर्देश होगा और जिसको भी जवाबदारी दी जाएगी सब मिलके उसको छत्तीसगढ़ में एक बेहतर सरकार बनाने का काम करें।
12 में से 9 मंत्री की बार ये जिम्मेवारी संभालने के लिए तैयार हैं?
मैं कहता हूँ ना, पार्टी मुझे हमेशा, मैंने कभी मांगा नहीं है। पार्टी जब जब जो जवाबदारी दी है उसका क्रियान्वयन मैं करता रहा हूँ। आगे क्या जवाबदारी देगी पार्टी के नेता तय करेंगे।
ये 9 मंत्री पीछे चल रहे हैं अभी।
ये पूरी सरकार पीछे चल रही है। जब मुख्यमंत्री 2 राउंड में पीछे हो गया, इसका मतलब ये बता दिया कि जनमत उनके खिलाफ।
दावे कर रहे थे, कई तरह के दावे थे। 75 आपने अभी भी कहा है।
75 की बात कर रहे थे, और मैं कल भी आपको कहा था, मैंने आंकड़े भी बताए थे कि कांग्रेस कहाँ तक जाएगी, और वो 40 भी क्रॉस नहीं कर पाए।
सर, रिसेंट ट्रेंड में बीजेपी आगे बढ़ती दिख रही है, करीबन 42 से 43 सीट्स पे। क्या कारण है?
निश्चित रूप से
that the former chief minister was in government for 15 years, then swept out of power in Chhattisgarh, and now the BJP seems to be coming back. Let's take a look now, a closer look at what the numbers are, where they stand right now. And these are the big numbers as of right now. The first state that we are taking a look at is is Rajasthan, I think. Can somebody please like zoom in? I'm very old, I can't see. Okay, Chhattisgarh, out of 90 seats, you've got 38 for the Congress. That's the number we are talking about. And 52 for the BJP.
By the minute. Now it's 49,
I mean,
40. It's
they
really
have gone past
minute.
the 50 mark. In Rajasthan, out of 199, the Congress is at 68. The BJP is at 109. 49. So even now, Rajasthan is one of the closer numbers that we are looking at. The third state, Madhya Pradesh, and we've called that election. The congratulations have gone out. BJP has said Madhya Pradesh ke man mein Modi. So out of the 230 seats in Madhya Pradesh, let's take a look at Madhya Pradesh now. In Madhya Pradesh, out of 230, the present seat position 155 and still climbing. 155 to the BJP. It's a sweep for the BJP.
It's a two-third measure. They've crossed the two-third mark.
Despite 18 years of anti-incumbency, for the BJP to come back with 155, and the Congress is at 72. The BSP is at 3. What are the major takeaways? That's what we are going to look at now. What do we know so far? And what are the people of India telling us? It's a stellar performance by the BJP. Out of 4 states that were counted today, you've got 3 going to the BJP so far. Rajasthan is a little stuck. Chhattisgarh is swinging back and forth. Madhya Pradesh is absolutely clean.
I'm sticking my neck out on Chhattisgarh.
You're calling it for BJP?
I'm calling it for BJP because for a long time now, it's been 49-40. I think we can safely call it out. We're calling it out as of now, and it's a 3-1 for the Congress party. They've literally got loss out of the jaws of victory.
So that's the big news we are breaking, calling the third election.
Big setback for the Congress party in Chhattisgarh, in Madhya Pradesh, in Rajasthan. They were the underdogs, but Congress gaining ground in the south of India, but otherwise it's been a washout for the Congress party. And Sanjay Jha, you would worry about that since you are in the Congress. You talk sense, which is why you are suspended. The guys inside who lose states are still going strong. What do you have to say?
Well, I can tell you, I feel sorry for the Congress workers who fight day in and night out to the ground level. It's a dark, dismal and depressing day for the Congress to lose Chhattisgarh as well, along with Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, where a few weeks ago, and I'm telling you, I know Congress leaders who were sounding so arrogant and so convinced that Madhya Pradesh was a done deal and Rajasthan could be a cliffhanger. But in losing even Chhattisgarh, I'm absolutely speechless, and I need to be honest about it. It's a message to the Congress leadership, and not just to... I think Mr. Kharge has actually tried to bring about some changes. But I think overall, everyone in the Congress think tank, whatever that is,
so what do you think? What do you
worry.
think the reasons are going to be? EVMs haven't worked?
No, I don't think they should say that. No, not at all.
Because media boycott didn't work for them. Nothing worked for them finally. Yeah. They've given it on a platter, or has the BJP taken it out? And what would you say about the leadership of Rahul Gandhi versus Modi? Modi is converting 80% of the seats where he has campaigned. And the manner in which Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh are showing the turnaround, and in Telangana, their performance. What would you say about brand Modi?
Navika, one thing, I think where Rahul is concerned... no, I think Rahul probably and the Congress needs to feel good about Telangana. It's a re-entry back into a territory that has always been their bastion. However, coming down to the crucial Hindi-hardened states, I think, Kamal Nath, whom I know well, but I'm feeling sorry for him today because he actually genuinely believed he was a front runner. But the message to the Congress is you need somewhere an organizational overhaul.
I'm asking you about brand Modi.
Where I think Mr. Modi is concerned, I think I have been a big critic of his politics and ideology. But I have told people in the Congress and have taken a lot of flack for it. One thing which I love about him is a hunger to win under any circumstances.
Do you think the Panaoti statement and charge against Modi has backfired?
Well, let me tell you.
Just like Nietzsche, Chaiwala backfired in 2014.
Navika, I said it on your show on that very day. I'm a rational human being. I think superstition is, absolute claptrap and rubbish. The Congress should not fall into that trap at all.
Shehzad Poonawalla, has Sanjay Jha changed his tune over the last couple of debates now and today?
Not really, I'm consistent actually.
Well, actually, I don't pay much attention to what he says. Even the Congress doesn't take him seriously. So, leave that aside. Let me make a larger point, Navika. Navika, the larger point is that in this election, Rahul Gandhi sought to put forth a vision for India which has been squarely rejected. What was the vision that he was putting forward? He was putting forward a vision that takes us back 50 years. He was putting forward a vision that says that the economic development that we are seeing is not right. He was putting forward a vision of this country where he was trying to divide it instead of coming together. And the other hand, the Prime Minister and BJP has given a vision where the development is the key focus and development for all. I think today we must discuss that those who have come here and analyzed threadbare, what would they say today on all of those economic aspects that Rahul Gandhi was discussing on? Isn't this a rejection of the credibility of Rahul Gandhi on the entire Garibi issue, on the Arthvyavastha issue, on the issue of representation of various castes? These are the things we should discuss on. We should not be shy today.
You hit the nail on the head.
Secondly,
and I'm coming back to you, Shehzad, but Telangana numbers coming up, and now we are going region-wise. Greater Hyderabad. Look at the way BRS was at 22 in 2018 and now down to 14, 8 seats lost there. Congress goes up from 3 to 12. BJP goes up from 1 to 4. AIMIM down from 7 to 3.
This, Navika, is the big story. Just a second. The big story, I think, from Greater Hyderabad region, this was supposed to be the place where people pay back KCR because it has seen a lot of infrastructure development. You've seen flyovers, etc. But here, the AIMIM has gone down in the Muslim areas, and the BJP has also gained. Because remember, in Greater Hyderabad, wherever there is a Muslim population and the vote is cut, and it must have been between the Congress and the MIM,
I'll amplify that a little bit.
Gains.
I'll amplify that a little bit. Look at the small saffron in the center of the city. It's bang. I mean, they're putting up a good fight in Charminar. So the small saffron is the old Owaisi area where the BJP is gaining now.
So
it may not gain in terms of votes,
that in the last election also,
absolutely, that's the next point.
In the last election also, the BJP was at number 2 after the AIMIM in Charminar. So most people think that Charminar, it's only a fight between the Congress, BRS and AIMIM. It's not. The BJP ends up being number 2 in many places where there is polarization.
And when the split happens, now the split happens, the BJP takes gain. That means the Congress has somewhere split the AIMIM vote over here. That's very clear. Otherwise, BJP wouldn't have taken it. But I just amplify
the Congress has
point.
also gained. The Congress has also gained, which is the important thing. The next thing we are looking at.
No, 1 minute. I'll just amplify Smita's point. What it means for 2024. Between the 2018 Assembly election and 2019 Parliament election, the BJP's vote share jumped from 7 to 19. आज की तारीख में as of 11:30 the BJP's vote share has already jumped 5% from the last assembly election. 12-13% के आसपास आ रहा है. So looking at a 20 plus BJP, yes, 5 more months.
Okay, let's take a look at Lower Telangana. Again, the BRS completely down, routed here, 28 down to 10, Congress 11 to 30. BJP.
This, Navika, is the traditional bastion as it is of the Congress. And they have made gains over there. So this is hardly surprising.
This, by the way, 1 minute.
This, by the way, is also the region that borders Andhra over here.
And look at the green that has come up and how the pink has been reduced, which was dominant in 2018.
Threefold. From 11, they've gone straight up to 30. Yeah. The Congress over here. So this is as far as Lower Telangana. Now let's take a look at Upper Telangana,
where the BRS was very, very strong.
Where the bloodshed would have happened for the BRS. Take a look. It has been
38 down to 11, 7 to 30.
Complete switch. And the bigger story is here, Navika.
The BJP.
The bigger story.
And this is also the agricultural area. This is the agricultural area, the turmeric.
area.
The turmeric has given a little bit of saffron over there for free. So turmeric ke saath saffron free.
They say now the 2024 Northern Telangana BJP has a very good chance.
So you have got farmers, you have got tribals. I think one point that we are missing out on here is when people say that this is about polarization. Remember that these are also states which have a very high population of OBC and tribals. So in these states, for the BJP to be making gains in this tribal area is going to be a big story. Winning in Chhattisgarh with big OBC tribal population is a big story. Likewise for Madhya Pradesh. Now let's take a look at that.
Madhya Pradesh numbers coming up on your screen, and let's look at the regions in Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh overall 114 Congress down to 72, 109 BJP up to 155. What a phenomenal performance in the 18th year. Let's look at now
Bagelkhand. Look at this area. This area of Madhya Pradesh, which is adjoining, as you would imagine, it is adjoining Chhattisgarh, which is where Bhupesh Baghel gets his name from. So Bagelkhandi is a language that is in common in Bagelkhand and in Chhattisgarh. So Congress here from 16 has managed to hold on. They are at 14. But the BJP has made a little gain. So little bit of status quo over here.
Look at this. The BJP has gained more than the Congress has lost. So Samajwadi Party coming a cropper. All they have done is damage the Congress Party but not got anything.
At the cost of, Navika ji, look at this is also very interesting. At whose cost is the BJP gaining? So the BSP vote, etc. also shifting. This is where Mayawati will be called the B team of the BJP. So you've got...
Then you would call the Samajwadi Party also the B team because they're cutting into the Congress vote. Let's go to the Bhopal division and look at the Bhopal division numbers. Congress 9 to 5, BJP 16 to 20, BSP's SP remain at naught.
Sort of status quo over here as well.
Yeah, but just look at the saffron surge.
The BJP has gone into the Congress area.
Chambal, this will be an interesting area because this is where both Tomar, Narendra Singh Tomar
the mandate
and
for
Jyotiraditya Scindia, 26 to 12, BJP 7 to 22. Well, this is the big story. Jyotiraditya Scindia works for the BJP and the Congress must be ruining the day.
And Narendra Singh Tomar also. Let's count him also over here.
Let the face vote.
The overall vote share bump, guys, I'll just brief you that.
Jyotiraditya Scindia had never worked like this when he was in Congress party.
This is
Here is the man running around.
And he's worked very, very hard in this region. Mahakaushal region, let's go to that. And in Mahakaushal, let's look at this. 24 down to 21, BJP 17 to 18. So status quo.
And it has to be because this is Kamal Nath's area. If there was major bloodshed here, it would be complete embarrassment for the chief minister candidate of the Congress. So some face saving for the Congress over here. So what do we know so far? We know that Gwalior Chambal is the place where major gains have been made for the BJP.
But look at the BSP here. The BSP
this is the BSP Gondwana Ganatantra Party alliance. That alliance has worked over here.
So there are a large number of Gond tribals. Yes. And I'm assuming at least one or two of these seats would be the GGP.
Their courtesy that.
Okay, let's take a look at Malwa Nimar. Now this is going to be the kingmaker area because the largest chunk of seats comes from here. First we're taking a look at Malwa, and this is again a big story for the BJP.
The Congress's loss is the BJP's gain, and the Congress is losing big time. And it was here that the Congress had gains in the 2018 elections, and now it's back. Let's look at Nimar. Nimar region coming up on the screens, 22 down to 10. Thrashing. It's a literally erosion of the
BJP
Congress
seats
bastion.
doubling over here.
BJP's gained 15 seats, and
But if we just take a look at the story from here, the two major regions, Malwa, Nimar, looked at together, again a tribal area, and you've got Bhind, Morena, Gwalior, Chambal, again supposed to be a backward area. These are areas, these are not some Hindutva belt. We're not talking about Vindhya, which has got upper caste people. So it's easy analysis, but these are backward areas, these are poor areas which have voted for BJP.
I am of the firm belief now that the Prime Minister knew what he was saying when he says that he does not believe in caste. There are 4 castes that he believes in: the women, the youth, the farmers and the poor, and that exactly is what is showing, not the caste divisions that the Congress was working on. Sanjay Jha outsmarted completely as far as strategy is concerned. Let's go to Chhattisgarh now and let's take a look at Chhattisgarh, what's happening there.
Perspective देता हूं. Madhya Pradesh, the vote share gain is 5%. The headline for Chhattisgarh, Navika, this is the outlier of the day. The BJP's vote share gain in Chhattisgarh as of 11:30 is 10%. It's the biggest gain.
Oh my God. 10%,
which they lost last time.
In the 18th, 19th year of their rule, if they're gaining 10%, well, it's giving me goosebumps, like, because this is a phenomenon you don't see with many political parties.
So Chhattisgarh.
Madhya Pradesh
lost power last time, but come back with 10%.
Let's take a look at Chhattisgarh. 68 down to 42, BJP 15 to 47. We've called out this election. It's tight, but we're taking.
We will stick to it.
We will 10%. It's a silent wave in favor of BJP, which none of the pollsters
detected,
and I could see that silent wave there.
So let's take a look at the region-wise, which will give us a better idea of exactly who is voting. The first area that we are looking at is the central region, which has the maximum number of seats.
The Raipur area.
Raipur, Durg se Bilaspur.
The traders and the business, all of that happening here. 46 to 34, 14
Bilkul
to 30.
even out ho gaya. They matched him out.
This was the only place that Mahadev app.
No, that's not the only one. Actually, a very interesting thing also happened here. In the last 3 years, there has been communal violence. Remember, in 2022 and before that in 21, there were riots here. After that, the BJP did 2 things. One, they changed their state chief. They brought in Mr. Sahu, who has the OBC Sahu community rooting for him, which has a sizable presence in the central Durg region. And second, they actually fielded one of their leaders, Vijay Sharma, from one of the Raipur seats, who was arrested for the violence that took place. And they have fielded the father of a man who lost his life in the riots. And finally, one very interesting thing that happened, it is in this region that you have the law minister of Chhattisgarh, Mohammad Akbar, who contests from a seat called Kavardha. Kavardha saw communal riots, and Kavardha is where Himanta Biswa Sarma went and said कि एक अकबर को जिताओगे तो 100 अकबर और पैदा हो जाएंगे.
RSS worked very strongly.
And the Chhattisgarhi film actor Anuj Sharma.
Anuj Sharma stood from Darsiva.
So a lot of factors went into play here.
Next region coming up on the screen is the northern region. Again, the Congress party completely wiped out. It had a full swing, and just look at this. Just an 8 seats to the BJP.
Sarguja. It's Sarguja from
and Sarguja is T.S. Singh there.
Renuka Singh had been fielded there from Bharatpur, Sonat.
She's a member of parliament.
She is an MP of Surguja, but she was given the seat in the Korba Lok Sabha seat. And still she was able to perform. And I think major credit to Renuka Singh for sweeping that area.
Finally, let's take a...
well, that's what you see over here, that this is T.S. Singhdev's area. Not really going his way.
And finally, let's take a look at the South and Bastar, because we're talking about the tribal vote. Let's see how the tribal vote has performed, and they have deserted.
Stevens, if the Congress party thought that it has, its ticket with the tribals, well, the BJPs challenged that, and things that are happening on the ground. That's not joining the debate at this moment is
Amit Malviya of the BJP.
Amit Malviya joining us live, and Amit Malviya, what a stupendous performance for the BJP in these state elections. I just want to ask you, Chhattisgarh, are you sticking your neck out and saying that it's in your pocket? Okay,
let's take a look at the Rajasthan numbers meanwhile.
Yes, let's take a look at Rajasthan. Can we have the Rajasthan numbers up on the screen? Okay.
So here's the comparison that we have, overall comparison in Rajasthan, and look how the demography has changed. Now I want to point out this region, why it's very important. Here, Navika, this is the Marwar region where Ashok Gehlot himself, his Sardarpura comes from. This was all green in 2018. But look at the inroads the BJP has made into Mewar down here and into Marwar. That, I think, pretty much tells you the story. The other very interesting story I want to show is this particular, just before we go into region, just a second. This region you see over here is Dhundhar, where Sachin Pilot's Tonk comes from.
And this is where the Gujars have virtually gone to the BJP, and Hadoti is also a region. But look at it. Congress barely won last time. They had to take away all the BSP MLAs to form the government, and now they've lost. Look at the Hadoti
what you were talking about.
36 to 24, BJP 10 to 30, and this is the BJP's bastion. This is where Vasundhara Raje comes from, and this is how it was stacked last time. Let's take a look at the next region in Rajasthan, and
major losses for BSP also, from 5 down to 2. The next region,
Marwar. The Congress was at 29, loses 10 seats. The BJP at 24 goes straight to the 34. RLP had 3 seats, is up by 2, and that's the way Marwar is looking.
And you know, it would be very interesting to see how the Congress's dynamics internally change, because had it been that, you know, Mr. Gehlot delivers Marwar seats, then Sachin Pilot would be out of the equation. But here both have faced reverses in their respective areas of influence. So this really changes a lot for what the Congress will have to reconfigure their own dynamics.
Well, let me go across to Amit Malviya ji. Amit Malviya ji, thank you for joining us right here on this broadcast. And सवाल आपसे यही है कि 2 के साथ 1 छत्तीसगढ़ फ्री में मिल रहा है, क्योंकि नेक एंड नेक चल रहा है. आर यू स्टिकिंग योर नेक आउट? आप कॉल करेंगे इलेक्शंस छत्तीसगढ़ के, और 3-1 मैसेज क्या है?
नाविका जी, ये 2+1 फ्री नहीं है. छत्तीसगढ़ इज द स्वीटेस्ट विक्ट्री फॉर द बीजेपी. We are going to win Chattisgarh. It will be 3-0 in the Hindi heartland state. और तेलंगाना में भी, I want to make it very clear, this is a vote against the BRS. It is a vote to put KCR out. It is not a vote for the Congress. And it only means that Telangana will be absolutely fertile for the BJP in the Lok Sabha. This is a vote, an endorsement for Prime Minister Modi. Modi ki guarantee is what has seen the BJP come out with flying colors. I have absolutely no qualms in saying that today Prime Minister Modi represents a political view, a vision for a developed India by 2047, and there is no counter to his vision, to his articulation, to his
आपने ये ट्वीट किया है मोदी की गारंटी. क्या बीजेपी ये गारंटी 2047 तक ले जाने वाली है? क्योंकि कांग्रेस पार्टी आज थोड़ा सा स्टंड लग रही है कि गाना गाती हुई कि ये क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ, कब हुआ, क्यों हुआ.
ऐसा नहीं है. कांग्रेस इन परिणामों को जानती थी, लेकिन हल्ला मचाकर ये माहौल बनाना कि कांग्रेस जीत रही है, ये उनकी फितरत रही है. कर्नाटका में भी और तेलंगाना में, मैं दोबारा कह रहा हूँ, वोट रूलिंग पार्टी के अगेंस्ट था, कांग्रेस के फेवर में नहीं था. कांग्रेस जस्ट हैपेंड टू बी द बेनिफिशियरी ऑफ दैट वोट दैट वाज गोइंग अगेंस्ट द इनकम्बेंट इन बोथ दी स्टेट्स. और जहां तक कांग्रेस और राहुल गांधी का सवाल है, आपने कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ताओं से पूछना चाहिए कि राहुल गांधी ने मध्य प्रदेश और राजस्थान में भारत जोड़ो यात्रा के लिए कितने दिन निकाले, और उसका परिणाम जो आया है, क्या उसका श्रेय राहुल गांधी को मिलेगा? राजस्थान में कांग्रेस ने मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे को अपने एडवर्टाइजमेंट के पोस्टर से हटा दिया था. सिर्फ राहुल गांधी और अशोक गहलोत के फोटोज पे उन्होंने चुनाव लड़ा. तो स्वाभाविक रूप से इस हार का जो श्रेय है वो भी राहुल गांधी को जाना चाहिए। कांग्रेस से सवाल पूछे जाने चाहिए। और तेलंगाना इज स्टिल नॉट क्लियर फॉर द कांग्रेस, दे हैव गॉन below the halfway mark, so we should not be in a hurry to call Telangana. We'll have to still wait and see if the state will throw up a hung house.
पनौती कौन?
देखिए, पनौती कौन है वो तो देश की जनता ने बता दिया है, लेकिन मुझे लगता है कि राजनीति का स्तर जिस हद तक कांग्रेस और राहुल गांधी गिराते हैं, भारतीय जनता पार्टी उसका हिस्सा नहीं बनना चाहेगी।
Amit Malviya, do you think that these wins, at least in Rajasthan and Chattisgarh, will bring with them their own set of headaches for you as well? Many are now wondering who will be chief minister in either state. Raman Singh, who was in hibernation for the last 5 years, or Vasundhara ji, who many were wondering had been completely sidelined.
Padmaja, the question that you should be asking right now is that, is Congress the party that does not know how to govern? They have lost both states, Rajasthan and Chattisgarh, where they were in power. So naturally, today, the people of this country see the BJP as the natural party of governance. Who will become the chief minister is the next step, which the parliamentary board of the party will decide. But the larger question is that why is it the Congress failed to retain any of the states where it was in power? Is it because the chief ministers were busy serving the Gandhi family and ignored the state? Is it because there was rampant corruption, social disharmony, lackadaisical governance in those states? What was the reason? Why was there such huge anti-incumbency against both Gehlot and Bhupesh Baghel, and why did a large section of the media not read it?
So interestingly, you have also tweeted this Modi ki guarantee. This seems to be your model going forward into 2024 as well. No state leadership needed. Clearly, the Prime Minister's face for you is proven to be overriding even an 18-year anti-incumbency or a 10% vote share that you had lost last time around in Chhattisgarh. So this is it. State leadership is not important. Modi ki guarantee is enough.
Padmaja, let me first correct you. The BJP has been in power in Madhya Pradesh for last 20 years. So if you are talking about a possible anti-incumbency or pro-incumbency as the results are showing, it is for 20 years. Shivraj Singh Chauhan ji has been the chief minister for 18 years.
You had Kamal Nath also for 2 years in the middle.
1.5. Much more than that. Having said that, yeah, but you know, he was really not in power in that sense. Having said that, there is no denying the fact that Prime Minister Modi is the tallest leader of the BJP, and his name definitely adds a huge chunk of support for the BJP. It's not to say that our state leaders are not important. We fought this election by putting them in the front as well. But naturally, Prime Minister Modi, his credibility, his charisma, and the fact that he delivers on whatever he promises is what people value. The trust and credibility that he brings to the political discourse is unquestionable. And that is what you're seeing in these mandates. So it's not about...
So Amit Malviya ji, Acharya Pramod Krishnam ji ने ट्वीट किया है, सनातन का श्राप ले डूबा. क्या आप सहमत हैं इससे?
बिल्कुल ऐसा हुआ है. आप राजस्थान देखिए, आप उदयपुर देखिए, जहां पर कन्हैया लाल की निर्मम हत्या करी गई और कांग्रेस ने उस पर इतना एक सख्त रुख अपनाने की जगह एक अपीजमेंट की पॉलिसी की तरफ उन्होंने देखना शुरू किया. उसी का परिणाम है कि उदयपुर में कांग्रेस की जमानत जब्त हो रही है और पूरे राजस्थान में, पूरे मध्य प्रदेश में, यहाँ तक कि छत्तीसगढ़ में भी, और जो बढ़त तेलंगाना में बीजेपी को मिली है, उसके पीछे कहीं ना कहीं ये जो सनातन को खत्म कर देंगे, जो हिंदू विरोधी मानसिकता है कांग्रेस की, वो दिखती है. और इस देश का जो आत्मा है वो भगवा है. और अगर आप सनातन को खत्म करने की बात करेंगे, आप हिंदू को खत्म करने की बात करेंगे, तो स्वाभाविक रूप से आपका सफाया हो ही जाएगा.
संजय झा रेजिंग हिज हैंड. इस देश की आत्मा भगवा है, इस पर आपको कोई ऐतराज है?
Let me tell you, this is exactly what I said earlier. The BJP at core is a Hindutva party. It has managed to successfully, I think, take the Sanatan controversy to the electoral box. I will tell you here, Mr. Modi is actually even worried about the OBC survey that the opposition is talking about. He says his 4 cards are farmers. We saw how they were protesting on the streets, how many farmers died, and they were unhappy with Mr. Modi's government.
Sanatan,
he talks to youth. The youth are jobless today.
You said all of this in your rallies, but it didn't work for you, Smita.
Can I just get a few seconds? I think the Congress leadership misread it completely. They took a cue from one person in the DMK and they made Sanatan an issue, rejected. They took the cue from one person in the RJD and JDU combined and they made caste census an issue, rejected. They took one cue from one person in the TMC and made Adani Ambani an issue, rejected. All these 3 things, instead of listening to their own party workers on the ground, they listened to the people outside. And this is where they made a mistake.
Absolutely right. Hit the nail on the head. Visuals coming in from Madhya Pradesh, Narendra Singh Tomar, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Shivraj Chauhan, all of them sitting together, Tomar leading and...
they're watching TV.
Well, they're watching TV and sipping chai.
Who's going to be
let's go across. Let's go across those visuals. Let's see, how they're celebrating. Govind with us. Govind, ये टीवी चैनल पर देखे जा रहे हैं रिजल्ट्स और चाय पी जा रही है वहां पर सारे सीनियर लीडर्स मौजूद हैं. क्या अब रेस फॉर चीफ मिनिस्टर शुरू होगी गोविंद?
बड़े ही सरप्राइजिंग ट्रेंड्स आ रहे हैं नाविका जी. और मैं आपको बता दूं कि भूपेश सरकार के तमाम जो मंत्री हैं वो पीछे चल रहे हैं. मध्य प्रदेश में कमलनाथ सरकार में जो मंत्री थे पहले, आज स्टैंडिंग एमएलएस थे, वो कई पीछे चल रहे हैं. लेकिन अभी यहाँ पर बीजेपी का जो जश्न है सीएम हाउस के अंदर, इस वक्त मैं हूँ, सीएम अंदर है और यहाँ पर जश्न अपने उरूस पर है पूरी तरह से. और मेरे साथ प्रहलाद जी हैं, कुछ कहना चाहते हैं आप थोड़ा सा?
मैं भगवत सिंह चौहान कलाकार, मैं उनके बारे में कुछ अपने गीत के माध्यम से कुछ कहना चाहता हूं कि भैया आपने ऐसा काम किया है, न होगा न कोई होने वाला है. ऐसा आपने काम किया, बटका टूटोड़ा आपने 5 बार आप मुख्यमंत्री बने. इसके लिए हार्दिक हार्दिक आपके लिए बधाई है. और मैं तो ये कहता हूँ, हे नर्मदा मैया, जब भी मुख्यमंत्री शिवराज सिंह चौहान बने, जिस जन्म में बने, मैं उस कार्यकर्ता बन करके गाता रहूं. कहना है मेरा. हाँ, और हमरे भी शिवराज हो भैया, और तुमरे भी शिवराज, हो गई कृपा नर्मदा मैया, तुम राज करो शिवराज. देखना उनकी जीवन पद्धति से आखिर तक सुना रहा हूँ.
माहौल है नाविका जी सीएम हाउस के अंदर.
बिल्कुल, वहाँ सेलिब्रेशंस हैं और यहाँ देख लीजिए स्मृति ईरानी ट्वीट, एक अकेला सब पर भारी, एक अकेला मोदी. दैट इज व्हाट स्मृति ईरानी इज ट्वीटिंग, एक अकेला सब पर भारी.
दैट्स देयर मॉडल, मोदी की गारंटी.
जब बोला था तो पीपल रियली वेंट आफ्टर हिम, सबा नकवी, बट
no, listen, definitely Modi is there. लेकिन ये this tweet I would say, क्योंकि संगठन ने बहुत मेहनत की है, वो मैंने जमीन पे देखा, मैंने डिटेल में लिखा है किस तरह से किस लेवल पे. तो मोदी जी तो है ही, लेकिन संगठन का भी रोल मध्य प्रदेश में तो बहुत अहम था.
अवनीश अवस्थी जी,
ऑफ कोर्स संगठन है, लेकिन संगठन को दिशा निर्देश देने वाला, उसका नेतृत्व प्रदान करने वाला होना चाहिए. अदरवाइज संगठन बिखरा हुआ होता है, घर पे बैठा रहता है. ये है संगठन, ऑफ कोर्स संगठन है, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं.
And I also want to make a point at this time. Ashwini Vaishnav, I met him on the polling day in Madhya Pradesh, and he made a point that our job was, as karyakartas, was to get people out to vote. And we've successfully done it, and he had tweeted some pictures. If we can pull out that tweet of Ashwini Vaishnav, he'd put out pictures of women in queues, and their focus was the women voters. And they were in queues early in the morning where the Congress had not even got its tables out. I'm only quoting him. I'm not saying this on my account. Sanjay Jha, is that where the Sangathan, and is there where the direction and leadership really comes in?
Navika, have always maintained that the one thing that all opposition parties, not just the Congress, has to learn from the BJP is this relentless passion at the ground level to win each and every election, from a municipal to the Lok Sabha. And I can tell you this, that I think that is the biggest problem with the Congress today. Does it have an inspirational leadership that can galvanize cadres that actually believe that they can turn the tables around? And I don't think that's happening. The booth level management continues to be a lacune, which is a surprise because everyone knows that is the only way that you get the last mile to work for you. So I think the Congress once was supposed to be like having a boilerplate to win elections. I think it is cracked and they have not been able to fix it with the kind of vigor that is required. And I think the party is paying the price for it.
But I think to be very fair to the Congress on this, you cannot match an ideologically driven cadre, which the RSS has. The Congress always relies on Hawa.
No,
and then the candidate,
there's no organization at all.
Then the candidate is expected to do the booth
So here's
management.
my question.
Yeah.
Why can't the Congress have an ideology of its own? I mean, every party should
So
have
we are
ideological
going back.
moorings, right?
So
What is
now,
your ideology?
So now if Kamal Nath, let me finish, if Kamal Nath and Bhupesh Baghel are both saying what we call Hindutva also, why shouldn't people vote for the real thing?
See,
you know, why shouldn't they?
Just a
Especially when
minute.
women are getting benefits.
Just a minute. Sanjay Jha,
JVC.
1 second. Dr. Sanjay Jha a few minutes back said there is a huge unemployment. Now, what is he talking about? Do you know that in Chattisgarh there is a youth of the state who went and voted against Congress? Because you have not given any solution for the employment problems. 18 times Rajasthan, your paper has been leaked. You're not conducting an examination. And that is the reason why you're losing. Now, you got to look at the mirror. The Congress, before talking about Narendra Modi and BJP, would have to look at what had they done to the country. And the states where they're ruling, what they are doing.
Okay.
Now I can tell you,
this is
the reason why you're losing in Chhattisgarh.
I want to bring in a little bit of data since we're talking about Chhattisgarh. JVC, since we're talking about Chhattisgarh, key Congress leaders trailing in Chhattisgarh. Bhupesh Baghel is trailing in Patan. Mohammad Akbar is trailing in Kavardha. Mohan Markan is trailing in Kondagaon. Kawasi Lakhma is trailing in Konta. He's one of the tallest tribal leaders.
A firewall breach.
Kawasi Lakhma is trailing. Charandas Mahant is trailing in Sakti and Amarjit Bhagat is trailing in Sitapur. This is going to hurt the Congress very badly. The fact that you have got not just the chief minister, you've got the only Muslim minister in the cabinet, he is trailing. You have got your tallest tribal leaders trailing. Do you have a story there in Chhattisgarh and can you show it to us?
When Chhattisgarhis want to bring the guillotine down, they really do. If they rejected Raman Singh at one point of time, they totally rejected Baghel today. But Raman Singh was after 3 terms. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So when they bring it down hard, they bring it down hard.
This after all the polls seem to suggest that the approval rating of Bhupesh Baghel is
was
what did most people say? MLAs के खिलाफ anti-incumbency है. Bhupesh Baghel से कोई
except that the PR campaigns of Baghel and Gehlot, they influenced including BRS. BRS
very honest.
You can't advertise on local newspaper.
But then you will also have to factor in the 508 crore corruption charge. Did that cut ice with the people?
Raman Singh says so.
Urban areas, but the rural women. So what I'm saying, 50 lakh women have been given guarantee cards. Modi ka guarantee, not BJP ka guarantee. Now, Sanjay Jha must know.
Okay, we're going across to Jay and Madhav for a deep dive into numbers.
One is, of course, we're looking at the southern part where there's a complete splash of saffron over here, and the northern part, the tribal belt that we're talking about. But what about these seats there? This is BSP and the JJC. Those 7 seats also have been mopped up.
Madhav, if you can just turn a little because you've got your back and we can't see the screen.
Those 7 seats also have been lapped up by both the BJP and the Congress over here. But the advantage appears to be for the BJP, particularly in these tribal belts, because they're continuing the strong leads both in South, Bastar, as well as in the North.
See, I think what the BJP has done is very strategic. It has tried to ensure that the Congress headline becomes Congress lost the tribal areas. Now, can you imagine, let's take the lowest seat here. This is Konta, okay? Kawasi Lakhma is like been since ages winning there. He is losing to a Manish Kunjam of the CPI. Right? I mean, that is something strange. Go above that, you have seats like Jagdalpur, again hardcore tribal and Naxalite belt. The Congress loses to the BJP. Come up there. There's a full belt here, which is Keshkal, Dhamtari. It's just the region above the core bottom of Bastar. The BJP takes all of it. Then there's another belt that the BJP goes to capture. You come here, Okay, this is Baloda Bazaar, this is Dharshiva, the entire belt around Raipur.
Yes.
So that entire urban catchment, and the BJP worked on strategy. For example, Dharshiva, they got Anuj Sharma, who's a Chhattisgarhi actor, and they got the RSS to campaign for him. So that seems to have worked. Then again, the BJP has gone up north and focused on all the tribal areas. So this entire Sarguja Sambhag, the BJP has done well, and they were clear about their strategy. In Sitapur, where the food supplies minister is contesting, Amarjit Bhagat, they have got the daughter-in-law. They've got an effective candidate there. The candidate against Mr. T.S. Singhdev, I don't know what his current status is, but was a former military man, Mr. Topo. In Lundra, they got a Catholic Christian to contest. I think seat by seat, the BJP has worked. Upar ki hawa Baghel ki rehne do. Hum seat by seat
and I want to come in on this. It was the micro planning by somebody like Amit Shah, who decided to go each seat by seat on a target to make the ministers lose their seats. It's happened in Madhya Pradesh, it's happened in Chattisgarh, it's happened in Rajasthan, and this has been a gamble by him as well.
When Amit Shah said that we will wipe out Naxal problem, it just give us a little more time, we wipe it out from every district. What he pointed out just now, what Jay pointed out, that in the Naxal belt, the BJP winning, that is a complete rejection of Marxist policies. That kind of socialism, that kind of Marxist policies is completely rejected, and which we were discussing with Sabha in the exit poll time, when we were discussing that Hindutva, this whole thing about Hindutva will be rejected in the tribal areas. No, it's not. Because even in the tribal belt, they are not against Hindutva politics. That is what is showing. Smita, because Hinduism and Hindu traditions are not in consonance with tribal values.
Very interesting story. One of the seats that Jay mentioned, I actually want to talk about that seat. Why? Because the Congress is losing out to the CPI there. What was the story behind that seat? Basically, there was this anti-conversion movement that was started by the RSS in Bastar. Then these missionaries and the NGOs went to the Congress party. Apparently, they went and met Kawase Lakhma, who said, तुम धर्म परिवर्तन के पीछे क्यों पड़े हुए हो? तुम क्या लोगों का धर्म परिवर्तन कराना चाहते हो? So then this entire Christian community felt let down. So the Congress sort of fell between two stools. The BJP took away the believers. So they've got these group of tribals who are Christian are called Vishwasis. They are not Adivasis, they are Vishwasis, they are believers. So they decided to go instead with the CPI. That is how the CPI took away one chunk and the BJP took away of the other chunk of
Breaking
tribals.
news coming in at this moment. We are given to understand that the Prime Minister will be at the BJP headquarters at around 6:30 p.m. this evening, and why not? 3-1. And as Amit Malviya put it very aptly, it was a vote against the BRS in Telangana. Of course, the Congress party is ahead, winning the state, but it was a vote against KCR. In the other three seats, in the other three states, Tehseen Poonawala, you've got a knock in your solar plexus.
Yeah, only solar plexus? Only?
Keep it to the solar plexus.
No. But one more thing. I don't think Prime Minister will go at 6:30. I think he'll go at around 8 o'clock. That's the Prime Minister's time.
And when he does that, I'm sure there'll be one section of the media saying, look, he's taking ownership of the victory whenever. But it is true. It is his day. Exactly. So then please tell your colleagues in your party that he will take ownership of loss as well as victory.
मैं एक बार बोलता हूँ, मेरी बात कोई नहीं सुनता. मैंने बोला मत दो सनातन धर्म को गाली, मत करो ओबीसी.
लेकिन तहसीन पूनावाला, I want to ask you, आपने मेरे से बेट लगाई थी 130 मध्य प्रदेश में. आशुतोष जी, आप हंस रहे हैं. बेट आपने भी लगाई थी चाय वाली, आपने भी लगाई थी चाय वाली. आपने कहा था मध्य प्रदेश और छत्तीसगढ़ कांग्रेस.
What Tehseen said, I distinctly remember. Navika ji, on this day I will be in your studio, and in Congress this will happen.
आशुतोष जी, आपने भी कहा, आप वो कर रहे हैं.
Ashutosh is not saying.
I've always said edge. I never said somebody is going to win. Somebody is going to win.
Edge ka ho gaya hedge.
Ashutosh, you might try and find refuge, but there is no saving you from Sanjeev Verma today. Today Sanjeev Verma will have you for lunch.
One second, he's trying to find refuge. He called, no, one second. Don't, I admit on camera, he called me up. He said, Madhya Pradesh mein kya ho raha hai? I said, pata nahi kya ho raha hai, hum haar rahe. He said, theek hai.
Okay.
He called me on.
All right, I'm asking you to maintain some calm in the studios because we are being joined by Kiran Kumar Reddy, Vice President of the Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee. Also joining us is Ravula Sridhar Reddy, spokesperson of the BRS. Congratulations to you, Mr. Kiran Kumar Reddy. The Congress seems to have pulled it off in Telangana. What would you assign this victory to? Is it a vote against the BRS or is this a positive vote for the Congress party?
Congress 6 guarantees which Sonia Gandhi declared in Hyderabad, and these 6 guarantees have been gone to door by our PCC president's successful campaign across the state, and people of Telangana has voted for the promise made by Sonia Gandhi ji, because you all know that Sonia Gandhi ji is the one who has promised Telangana statehood in 2007 and delivered in 2013. But the Telangana people have given the mandate that time to KCR, thinking that he will be successful because he has done the agitation. They have given him power twice. In 2014 manifesto and 2018 manifesto, he hasn't fulfilled any of his promises. And people of Telangana at the same time have understood that there is no guarantee that he will do anything. But Congress, which was successfully given 5 guarantees in the neighboring state Karnataka, have implemented in the first cabinet meeting itself, which made Telangana people to think that, Congress delivers when it promises, and that's the reason why people of Telangana have given mandate. Now, this is not a mandate, this is a full-fledged wave that we thought that we will come into power, but we are expecting more than 75 now. There are some trending seats now. So this is an absolute majority, and we are looking forward for a successful.
Let me get in Ravula Sridhar Reddy. Ravula Sridhar Reddy, 70 for the Congress, 38 for you. Third time around, your gun which was being loaded with bullets, you ran out of bullets, sir?
Not at all, Navika. We still have many rounds to go. We are at 5th round now, more or less in every constituency. And almost every lead here and there, hovering around 1,000, 2,000 or so. And I am confident. See, Kiran is saying that it's a wave. If it is a wave, we would not have been there around 40, 45 now. And, if you look at the Andhra Pradesh results in the past elections, that's called wave. Here, definitely yes, in most of the constituencies where we are losing today, it's because the local MLAs could not connect properly to the people of